Words. Words. Say words. Is that good enough? Do you want more words? You want all the words. You got the best words. Everybody says so.
Perfect. Seems to be fixed on there.
Cool. Now we're just waiting for a couple more people.
Exciting.
Yes. I listened to the Blood Right game on whenever I said I listened to it Saturday, maybe. And
Mel, the master of quick cuts.
Yes. And then the best was that harebrained thing he came up with. I'm Melbor. Or no, he wanted to be Zelbor. No, he wanted to be Zelik. That's right.
Zelik and Melbor, yeah.
Melbor.
Still Mel and Zell, but a little different.
It sounded like something he would come up with.
That was all right. Yeah, I was doing my best to channel you, my friend.
Yeah, you did good. Yeah, and I even noticed that. I don't think anybody else noticed it, but I noticed that. Oh, and then we're going to talk about the Germans or something. Didn't you say that? Or you're like, now I'm going to talk about the Nazis.
We prefaced the whole entire session with Nazi talk.
Oh, did you? Okay, I didn't know because it didn't come up on the part that you streamed.
Let's see, where are you guys at?
We are in some sort of
lower level.
Well, we got teleported back to the lower level, which made it tough because we were up higher. We were in that room that has the map of everything, and then it has the I would say hot lava, but it's alchemical fire or something in the floor, and then the doppelganger is in there. So we ended up, he knocked out Stenin, but we ended up, when we went back in the room after the wall of fire came down, we went back in the room and we started talking, and we were like, hey, let's check this place out. And then we heard Stenin. So then we figured out who was who and killed the bad guy. And then we went into a door next to that, and it teleported us all the way back down, way back to where we were before.
Right.
Okay. So that kind of sucked.
That is just going to have to be the best that I can do.
Be all that you can be.
That's Shrine of Tamoshian.
So I guess we should stay away from Taco Bell.
Apparently so, yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it didn't sound good.
And you're in the Silver Copper, and someone got locked into it or something?
Yeah, it was really good though, because it was actually Bunder, and for some reason he decided to be careless, and he's not usually careless. And so then he was like, screw it, I'll be the one to go in there, because we're trying to figure out who should go toward that chest. And he's like, I'll do it. He's holding his shields, and then all of a sudden he hit that the floor, tilted, and he went down under it. And it was just like, wow. The one time he's careless, that happens.
But you got the coffer and everything afterwards, right?
Yeah, the way it ended was, I think they opened it up, and there was like this weird chest with like it almost looked like buttons in them, or something, or little things that lit up. Maybe they're little gems that lit up, and then all of a sudden this little like it was like a hummingbird or some sort of mechanical bird or magical bird flew away and went down the corridor, and we decided not to follow it because we couldn't, because we had a bunder in the in the oven.
As they say.
As those dwarves say. So yeah, then we had to pick them out and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
People are starting to feel pretty like things are getting real bad. People are running out of spells. And Stennin, Joe started saying he didn't think his character is going to live now. That's what he posted today. So I don't think Stennin's going to live. So this is ripe for the TPK.
Yeah, I suppose it is. It's been down here for a while.
Yep. I think we'll do okay though. Although right now I just noticed my character only has like 17 out of 38 hit points, so he's kind of hurting a little bit. Not real bad, but I think we're okay because I think I have one spell slot of each level, like first, second, and third. One left. I have one wild shape and 2 potions. I think Shadow has a bunch of potions. And I think Bunder has a lot of spell slots, or not a lot, but a couple, So but I think Stennin's totally out. So yeah, we're getting a little bit. This is session number 4, so it's getting like people are starting to wonder, are we ever going to get out of here alive?
Right.
And we have to decide what we're going to do. Did you see what my 4 choices? I think we'll go one of these 4. I think this is really our only 4 choices.
Oh, no, I'm pretty much just going to run straight out of the module. I'm not going to do too much on the thinking process. So okay. I know there are a couple of changes that Corthius has made, so I will be incorporating those. But other than that, it's going to be just straight out what it is.
All right, cool. Well, you could get some pretty good rooms here. There was one we skipped over early on that was pretty nasty, I guess. I don't know. We decided to actually, it was like Bunder was like, I'm not going in there. Screw that. It was this room where it was like an early handout. I wonder if I can find the handout. It's the one where there's like an axe in the wall, and then you see the shadow as a hand. And people were like, "Oh, screw that shit." It seemed too much like undead and stuff. So people just like we're out of here. But then
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Exactly. And so the funny thing was that then later, like last session, I think it was last session. Joe was like, "Man, I kind of want to go back to that room." So I don't know. Who knows? We might end up.
We need to leave and then come back.
I know. I don't know. I think once we leave, we're going to be gone unless we don't get the star medal.
To my knowledge, there's no way back out. You have to go through.
Well, that's what I mean. We were going through, and then somehow we went. As actually, Kevin's character led us through a portal that seemed to backtrack us.
Kevin.
Yeah, it was my fault.
God damn it, Kevin.
Chambers.
Hey, it wasn't Kevin's fault. It was Farron's fault. All right, I'm just playing my character.
I've heard that one before. Farron.
Yeah. Hey, what did you think about
Malik?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you didn't say anything about my post. Did you like Kitty Hendricks? Because you like Jimmy.
No.
Kitty? Oh, come on! It kind of sounds like Jimmy. Jimi Hendrix is awesome, but Kitty Hendricks, that's what I was going for when I was channeling those different. Like I was supposed to be Freddie Mercury, but it was Farron Mercury.
You be you.
Yeah. So I couldn't come up with a good name for Bunder. I don't think he was a Forge Lord, but that's already been his nickname. So, but I came up with the 4 choices I think we have. I typed them out in a text if you checked it out on not text, but it was Facebook. Did you see the 4 choices I thought we had?
I did.
So what are you leaning towards?
Leaving.
What do you think? Yeah, but which way is going to get us there?
I thought we had like determined earlier that the more north we head, however that is, the higher we seem to be going.
I agree with that. So are you saying you want to like kind of like backtrack to where we were going?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm for that. The other option, but I don't really know if this is going to get us anywhere, would be to go all the way back down to that first north door, which was buried. But that seems to be kind of like a long shot, like if that's going to, be the greatest room ever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I don't know about that one. I mean, but I'm willing to do any of these 4 choices I put up there, except for that one where go back to that room with the axe and the hand shadow. That one was kind of nasty. I mean, that looks scary. So that could get us all killed is what I'm worried about.
I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
What? I know Tom probably wouldn't want to do that. Joe did, though. Joe wanted to see what was in there. And I'm sure there's some cool magic items, but the thing is you have to live through it to get the magic items. So I'm not sure if it's the best idea.
Sounds like the best idea.
Who's Pickle Rick?
Pickle Rick! That was awesome.
Pickle Rick!
Just because.
Or was it Pickle Rick from
Rick turned
Rick
himself
and
into a
Morty.
pickle to get out of family counseling, and then his daughter took away the serum that was automatically timed to drop on him and turn him back into a regular person. So as a pickle, he got knocked off the desk and rolled off into the outside, into the sun. Then it rained and flushed him down into the drains, and there he built a contraption to capture rats after using a cockroach's dead body, which he bit the head off of, to
Control the brain.
Control the brain, and used it to basically create a device that allowed him to kill rats, to create a new body with rat parts. And then he destroyed some secret random fucking dude at Jaguar, released him from
Jaguar.
jail, and
Jaguar.
ended up going to family counseling in the end anyways, and basically
hit a little too close to home, that hit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for me too. Like in real life, like it was like, oh, but I'm the person who works. There's got to be a balance. There's got to be a balance between what Rick is and what I am, the Jerry. It's just got to be a balance.
Never use that one. Never use that phrase. I'm the one that works.
Yeah, well.
Because there's more than one definition of work. Working outside the house, yes. But that'll get you a nice one. Just take it from me. I've been down that road before.
No one's died yet, though?
No one's died yet. Nope.
No.
Really lame.
Stenin went down, didn't he?
Jesus Christ. He went down several times.
But he wasn't dead. Eslo, he's been like an absentee father. Hopefully he'll show up this time.
Who, Aslo?
Yeah.
Steve's got weird work.
Yeah. But I guess we could always have Tom run him. That's what he did before.
I'll be back in a minute.
I'll be good.
Anybody here watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, last night's episode. It was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Sundays. Oh yeah, I guess that was last night. Gosh.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. I guess have you seen? You said you saw that, John?
Yep.
I thought it was pretty cool that they actually. Well, it was like a crazy shot that Braun would actually hit a flying dragon from that distance. But then I thought, oh crap, gonna kill one of our dragons, and then it didn't die, and I'm like, holy shit.
No, that's not going to kill it.
Yeah. If it hit at a close range, I think it would. Like right in like a critical spot.
I just love Tyrion calling Jaime a fucking idiot. That was the
Yeah,
best, man. That was the
best.
best.
He's like, flee or run away or whatever. And then the guy was like, he's charging him. I'm like, oh crap. I'm not thinking to myself the whole time, are they actually going to kill Jaime this way? I was like, well, at least he's trying to be heroic.
I think they're trying to give that message, but I doubt they'll get rid of Jaime. He's crucial to the Cersei plot. There's no way.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the Kingslayer on that one.
Queenslayer.
Yeah, I think he's actually going to kill her eventually because he's going to see how crazy she is. Although I thought the perfect time for him to have done it was when he got back and saw that the sept of Baelor was blown up and found out it was her. But I think it'll take time. I don't know. I'm not sure what they'll do. They'll probably try to do something that's not easily predictable,
Right.
Something out of the blue. I can't wait to see how Euron Greyjoy is gonna get it, because he's a real prick.
Yep.
So I hope you're thinking about what you want to do for the Bloodright game. I guess you have a couple weeks to think about that, because I listened to that episode. It was a video thing, but I pretty much just listened to the sound of what you guys were doing. And everybody's trying to kill everybody, and getting anything good to happen out of all that is going to be interesting. I don't know how we're going to do it. So hopefully you and Matt and Zach are thinking about that, because I'm still trying to connect the dots of who's killing who, and let's not argue over who killed who. So that was interesting.
Agreed.
It's going to be a big shit show when shit finally goes down. That's what I'm thinking, and we're going to be caught in the middle. Be the perfect storm.
A lot of palace intrigue.
Yep. A lot of choices, and a lot of them aren't really great choices. So it makes a perfect story, because no matter what you do, something's going to be shitty in the end. So you got to choose the lesser of the evils.
Who are we missing?
Joe. Tom looks like he's here, but he's not here yet, so maybe he's waiting. Maybe he has something to do.
And Steve.
And Steve, right. I don't think... Did you hear anything from him on the...
No.
I'll check the Facebook and see. The Facebook,
The Facebook.
I got them on Steam.
Oh shit, we fucking tonight?
Whoa!
There he
yeah.
is.
It's Steve!
Speak of the devilish guy.
Yeah, unfriggin' believable. You got here before Joe.
I didn't even know where we were playing. I've been like away all weekend.
Out in the mountains.
John just messaged me.
Priority,
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, come on. We talked about this at the end of last game. Oh, wait, was he here last game?
It was. I just wasn't paying enough attention, apparently.
You blocked it out of your
Steve's
memory.
got to mountain up. He's got to go get that beard fierce, covered with snow. He's got to throw axes.
Nice.
He's got to
You
be
know,
a man.
Yeah,
Can
pretty
do-
much.
Anybody
a
playing the
lumberjack?
Long Dark? That sounds like that.
He just really goes out there. He's in Canada.
That's exactly where this game is set. It's like this survival game where somehow worldwide electricity goes and you're down in the middle of nowhere in Canada and have to survive in the cold. You're living it though, right?
Middle of nowhere in Canada, yeah, it's like 2 hours north of here, and you're in the middle of nowhere. Anywhere that isn't like Toronto, it's essentially the middle
Instead,
of nowhere.
every Canadian ever. It's just 2 hours north of here, the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like I could let me find this. There's like a map that shows like where the majority of the population of Canada is, and then there's like a line, and then yeah, to cross that line, it literally only takes 2 hours of going in like one direction.
It's the same thing with like Australia. Everybody hugs around the coast and all that interior desert stuff is pretty uninhabited.
Tom, come on.
Yeah, that link. If I don't know if it'll pop up. Yeah, how like half the population lives in that red zone, and it only takes about 2 hours to get above that blue line. And then the population of cities goes from like a couple 100,000 down to like you've entered Flesherton, population 150.
Wow.
So basically, north of America,
Right.
there's no peoples.
But it's great for outdoors activities like canoeing and shit, though.
That is a
Sure.
great image. You don't really think of Canada as being organized like that.
It's all Toronto, baby.
Yep, it's all Toronto.
So what do you think of that Game of Thrones episode?
It was okay. I like the last like 10 minutes of it.
Oh, the battle?
It was a cool battle, I guess.
The battle was fine, but the problem is I'm gonna get shot by fire like 3 times, and I'm still alive, Braun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
What?
So,
Yeah.
Bronn and Jamie were somehow like ninja between the fire, right?
Well, Braun's clearly a rogue, uncanny dodge. Don't you even play this game?
right.
Like he even tried to pull out a dagger and like throw it at the guy. Like he's clearly a rogue.
I was totally thinking about D&D as I was watching the Arya Brienne fight. It's like Arya is rogue and Brienne is like fighter. That was pretty awesome.
She just kicked the little bitch in the chest. I was
know.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Arya screwed up because now she let whatever the guy's name, Littlefinger, see how powerful of a
It
warrior
really
she
doesn't
was.
matter. Littlefinger's boned. Like he's in Bone City.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He thinks
What's
he
his
could
end
manipulate
game
his way
now?
out.
He doesn't have one. He never had one since end of season 4. It was like, okay, now I'm gonna have Sansa. I've got that sweet salsa. Let's go ahead and give it to Ramsay Bolton.
Yeah, wasn't it like implied, at least in the book, that he was going to try to get her to marry Sweet Robin to like
Yeah.
unify them?
Not
So,
Sweet
like,
Robin though. It
The
was
book's going to be different. The book will end up being a lot different than the TV show. I'm
somebody
sure.
else. It was somebody else. It was
It was Jane Poole, right?
no. Jane Poole married Ramsay, but she was posing as Arya. But no, Salsa was going to marry some fucking other guy who was said to be like the heir to the Eyrie.
Oh, he was
Besides-
like a distant relative, like a
Yeah.
cousin or something, and he would be the next heir since
Yeah, and Sweet
Yeah.
Robin's like
Harry the heir.
Harry the heir, right?
Yeah.
Sweet Robin's like a little biatch, and so they were like, "We're not gonna let him live. Like, we'll find a way to kill him, no problem. We'll just, I mean, they don't have to do much. Like, just
Yeah, he's sickly and shit, so
In
it
the
wouldn't
show,
be a
he's, like,
surprise.
swole and like young and cool, and probably should be in it more because. Yeah, like what's funny though is like King in the North, and the Erie's like, we're still here.
They were never part of the North, really, though.
We won the whole thing, and the person we want to be in charge is the actual heir of Winterfell. Let's have her be the queen. No one's listening to us. We just saved all your lives. Okay, we're just gonna let this happen for some reason. Their best interests have Salsa on the throne.
Everybody loves salsa.
I don't. She's the lamest. Arya is like a superhero. She's got Wolverine.
Oh,
hero
yeah.
powers.
She's awesome.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I got stabbed in the chest or a stomach, and I got thrown into a channel in Bravos, and I'm still
Oh,
alive.
I don't think Sansa is the worst. I think Bran is currently the worst. What a dick.
No, I'm cool with Bran.
He's Dr. Matt.
No, he's not Bran anymore. He's like
I know. I just can't stand the way his
Dude,
character. Act as wooden as you can.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite. No, that was my favorite fucking scene so far this season.
To be
was-
fair, if you knew the future and the past and everything that is to be, don't you think you'd be a bit fucking wooden?
A little
Yeah, right.
ennui.
he'd be
Inappropriate.
fucked up. Yeah.
But the greatest scene line in the whole thing was Littlefinger. I'm cool. I'm giving you a thing. And he's like, chaos is a ladder. And he's like, when the fuck did you hear me say that?
Right.
Like, totally caught Littlefinger
Right,
off guard.
right.
Like,
I just
so
want,
yeah, you can't be prepared for everything. Bitch, I am everything.
I just wanted when he meets John to be like, "You were so beautiful in that cave."
It could happen.
Which cave? Which cave? Where he tried to lure girls in there and try and get the business done. Like he
Yeah,
did
no,
that with
it's-
Daenerys.
No, the Egret sex cave. He's,
Yeah, no, but
he's
like
just peeping on everybody.
he goes into. Why did he take her down there? Why did he take Daenerys down into that cave? Because he wanted to get his swerve on. I'm telling you. He's like, I'm gonna tell you a little story about caves. I know how to
I love it. So-
What's his name? Totally thought that too. You're not looking at her heart.
right.
Yeah, the Union Knight.
It's like
So
the children of the forest. He's like trying to hide a marker behind his back.
Or a piece of chalk, more likely, yeah. But yeah,
It's like, hey, this
exactly.
looks like Westerosi done in noble script. What? No, that's
Wow, those White Walkers are really well drawn. Jon Snow's like, what? I don't know. They look fresh. That'd have been awesome if he tried
been
to
the
pull one
bags from his
over.
eyes.
If he tried to pull one over on her, that'd have been sweet.
That'd be a parody one.
But why were there on Dragonstone? Like, why on Dragonstone? I thought most of their mining came from the north.
Maybe
the
because
dragon
they were
glass.
trying to get. Yeah, good question. I don't know. That's a big thing of Dragon Glass, though.
Well,
guess.
maybe Dragonglass is made by dragons, and the dragons were Dragonstone. So, you know.
You either call her Salsa or Sandra. It's either or. Because, like, in the last season, when that little bitch, what's her name, Mormont, she's like, and Lady Sandra's a Bolton. She says Lady Sandra is a Bolton. And so ever since then, it's like,
Was that like a mistake or something?
yeah, it's a mistake, but she totally said it. So her name's Sandra now.
I don't even remember that. I remember that
Happened.
scene, but
And Lady Sandra, because she's like, she says, and this person's this, and this person's this, because they're not, because she was saying Jon Snow's not yeah, it was a lame scene, whatever. I don't know if I like the Mormon girl. I'm going to bet you $50 whole that next episode, Jorah Mormont ends up on Dragonstone and has a heart-to-heart with Jon Snow, and Jon Snow, who has Longclaw for no reason there, because the only reason that damn sword is there is so he can pass it off to Jorah, and Jorah is either going to take it and go to the wall and fight there on behalf of the queen, because, you know, he's like, I got to do a cool thing for you, ha ha ha. Or he's going to refuse the sword like a punk bitch, and I don't know why that sword's there. Why is that sword there?
well, he doesn't. He has no reason to give it.
He said to the guys, I'm gonna leave Longclaw here up at the wall because you guys need it more than I do. And then the next season he's carrying around Longclaw.
They probably refused, to be fair.
No, they wouldn't have.
The
Bullshit.
Lord Commander gave it to him, though.
No, yeah, way early on. But no, he said when he was leaving the wall, when he was getting out of there, he said he was leaving that sword up there with them so that they could fight the White Walkers with it because it's Valyrian steel. But instead, what happened is they retconned it, and he has the sword on him somehow.
Yeah.
It's
Who
aggravating.
gives a fuck?
I
I
do.
thought Sam would have given him Heartsbane.
Well,
He took that sword and he's literally done nothing with it.
he should have handed to Jorah, or he should hand it to Jorah, but I think he's already left. He should hand it to Jorah and say, take this to the wall. Your dad told you to take the black. Go do that, but take this with you, biatch.
He might have done it. He just didn't show it.
No, they didn't show any cool Sam Jorah time. They should have been buddy cop again. He was buddy cop with Tyrion. Everybody got the great laughs out of that. Jorah is the best sidekick. Ask any Khaleesi ever. He's the best. He's the best.
He had lots of good skin peeling time with Sam. It just wasn't that awesome.
But still, like, he healed really quick if you think about it. So him and Arya must have superpowers. Is what I'm saying.
They
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Not to mention the fact that no one fucking noticed. Someone
Right.
would
I
notice.
was gonna say, if Lady Crane taught us anything, it's that ointments in that world are that's the peak of medicine. You rub an ointment
exactly.
on something and you're done.
It's like, you should have septic shock from just
Even
thinking,
if the ointment is fucking awesome, peeling off skin would still wake up half the fucking town.
and it wouldn't leave you with skin the next day. And I say the next day because I mean the very next. It had to have been the next day because
To be fair, though, it depends. It depends what happens, because if it's excess growth of skin as well, then if it's just the outer layers of skin, you'd still have skin because you have about 7 layers of skin. So.
Still, the way he was cutting at him, I would think that there would be a couple of spots where it wasn't just slightly red colored shading. You get me?
It depends. If you look at something like eczema and dry skin, if it's just a really extreme version of that, then you'd still be left with skin underneath.
I don't think it would hurt that bad then. Like, you know what I mean?
That gray pus
Too bad
that
the experts.
That's fucking
Too
gross.
bad the experts at peeling skin are gone, so we can't even ask them.
Yeah, can't even ask.
Dang. Boltons.
They didn't even do anything cool with Bolton. Oh,
the Roos never got loose. I was so mad.
Bruce
was
never got. Nope.
He was never loose. He was just a goose.
He was just a big old lame-at. He's like, I know you're a murderer or psychopath, but I'm going to talk shit right to your face, even though I know you have a knife. Oh, I died. That's a surprise. Weird.
Never even did see him get like awkward leechings or wear a pink shirt. Some
Nope.
bullshit.
Nothing. Yeah, so this season, I mean, that battle was dope, though, when she flew in on that dragon and started burning their ranks down. The Dothraki flew right in between and basically came up usurping them. But the problem I had is they never had that great moment where the Dothraki were attacking Jaime and failing because their scimitars weren't doing shit against his armor. Because they did that to Jorah, and Jorah was like, oh, cool. I'm going to just grab your sword now because it just fits on me like a belt, and I'm going to stab you in the face.
One thing that got me is people on Facebook were all like, oh yeah, it's so great that she's riding that dragon, like that particular dragon. And it's like, well, she's never flown any other dragon. She always rides that fucking dragon.
It's always Drogon.
Yeah.
That's another thing I'm thinking is going to happen eventually before Jon heads back north, is there's going to be dragon nonsense. One of them is going to look at him and it's going to be like, oh, you're a cool guy. I love you.
Jump on.
I don't think it'll be the green one.
It's Rhaegal. Because it has to be his father's name.
The green
Yeah.
one's Viserion.
Pottery.
Green one's Viserion.
Bran
I thought
should
Viserion was the
walk
white one.
No, the white one is Rhaegal, dumbass. It's his hair color. Viserion's the green.
They both have silver hair, though. Viserion didn't have green hair.
Bran needs to walk a dragon.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
Viserion is the green one.
I wonder what it feels like to breathe fire.
Wait, no,
I know.
no, Viserion is the. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Rude. No, because the white one's gonna get killed, and then it's gonna get raised as a frost dragon. 'Cause that has to happen. 'Cause it was in the
That
promo
has to
poster. It was
That
in the
would be
promo
pretty
poster.
dope. Why is Rhaegal? No, Rhaegal the fucking green one. Slame. The slime. Slime. Slime.
Green flame.
So, are we doing it without Joe, or are we going to try
I
and get a
guess
hold
so.
of him?
Maybe he'll jump in, but I don't know. I thought he said he was in for tonight. Maybe he got confused. Does anybody have a direct line to him or anything?
I mean, I can hit him up on Facebook. Let's see if that works.
Give him that hotline bling. Yeah, he said he was in back at 5:30 yesterday. But maybe something happened. Life happened.
I've got a Brandon in my game, but he's no Stark.
What?
So can somebody play him in the meantime until he shows up?
I just hit him with a book face. You guys can talk about what you're going to do.
Oh yeah, what do we want to do, guys?
We're gonna get out.
So,
And you guys just took the poison damage for
We
the
did.
several hours you were in.
It was pretty shitty this last time. It's getting worse.
Yeah, every hour. Every hour.
we were going to look for other passages we have not gone down. That was what I think we're going to do. But there's other options too. If you guys have something you really want to do, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Everybody's joined as player, right?
Oh yes, Bunder's play a DM.
I sent you a Facebook message. I'm not sure if you saw
Yeah,
it.
I caught it.
Yeah, I'm
Alrighty,
playing.
alrighty.
And you did catch that you can't talk as a hybrid, right?
No, I did not catch that.
You
I
cannot
thought-
talk as a hybrid or as a panther or jaguar.
Fucker, then never you mind. I retcon that.
Yeah. Basically, the hybrid is the werewolf stage. So werewolves don't talk.
Okay.
Unless you want to be like hanging out with shiny vampire types.
Damn it.
To be fair, the silent panther hybrid is cooler anyway. Edgy.
Edgy.
It's more like a shadow. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's
All
just
right.
kind of annoying that the cat is the one that can turn into a fucking cat.
That was by design.
That was John's doing, right?
It was a nerf.
Well, I mean the template is nerfed, yeah, but the bit was he said, I usually turn somebody into a were-jaguar, and I said to him, do it to Shadow. Because I think it's adorable. But yeah, then what happens? You
All
just
right.
got Thunder out of the trap.
I will remind everybody that a magical bird or some type of a mechanical bird flew away from us. And remember, we have this box with all those little lights in it and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but it took us, like, the bird flew away, I think, and then it took us like an hour or whatever to get Bunder out of that hole. So I don't know if we want to even try to follow that bird or try to go to our, whatever, backtrack till we find something.
So if I remember, we were heading from the top to the bottom of this passageway. So that's going to be, let's see, north. We were heading from the east to the west, right?
Oh, are you actually? Oh, it's here. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me zoom in here.
Isn't that what we were doing? And then we sort of stopped into this little alcove.
We were going.
I thought we were going from the east, which is the top, to the west, which is the bottom.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were doing. And the bird went down that direction. Oh, what the hell is that?
I don't believe it.
That's what I saw, but it may not have done that.
So
check here.
I'm going to suggest that we head down to the west and continue the way we're going. Thoughts?
Sounds good. I like the way you think.
Steve and Tom?
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
You don't care? You don't give a shit? All right. Then I'll
this
leave.
is
Yeah.
basically, we're inside
No,
of this
that one-
place. The
that one
direction
headed-
doesn't really matter to me.
The weird statue headed north.
Oh, I don't know if we want to go there or just leave.
I want to go around to the corner. So I'm going to do like the whole active investigation thing.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Seems good.
Okay.
All right. And then you head on in, and you can see that up ahead of you there is a door.
Not
Can
a
we
door.
follow along, folks? Can we check that door?
Does anybody have access to Stenin, or shall I grant it? You
I have
Stenin.
Eslo.
Okay.
Not
Well,
Stenin.
you're gonna have Stenin now too.
Just give me the whole damn party. I'll run the adventure myself.
Hey.
Ooh. Can we sit and watch?
As I play by myself.
You just have to do
You
different
have
voices
to do
for
all the
each of us.
voices, right? You gotta do all the voices.
It's fine. You can be in hybrid form, so I have to do your voice.
You should have Bunder.
Farron can be transformed as well, so I have to do his voice.
Oh
Lame.
man, he
I
knows
can
all
do
the
Eslo
workarounds.
instead. Eslo instead of fine.
Yeah, Bunder. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
All right.
All right. So up ahead, you see. I mean, it's a pretty massive bronze door that you're looking at here. It has the normal reliefs that you've seen, if any, and looks like it is pretty firmly in place. But it doesn't look like it has like a door mechanism or anything to that effect. It looks like it's just a door you push open.
I'd like to check for traps.
Okay.
Denied.
Go ahead and roll investigation again. Yeah, doesn't appear to be trapped at all.
Okay, I'll open it.
All right. Massive bronze door opens into a grand chamber. The place is filled with rubble and life-size statuary, much of it broken. One moment. The standing in ranks is an army of clay statues and what must have once been an impressive array. Now half of them are fallen and crumbled. Near the door are spear wielders, perhaps 20 of them, outfitted only in scraps of leather now. At their feet lay obsidian spearheads and bits of rotted wood shafts. Behind these figures are archers in a scattered formation. Few of them remain standing. Their arrows are gone, but they hold laminated bows, dried and worm-eaten. Farther into the room are figures of warriors with war clubs and hand axes, wearing scraps of lacquered leather, sandals, and caps. Beyond all of this, in the north end of the chamber, are a group of statues that must have been an honor guard. These warriors wear feathered robes and headdresses and are armed with pitted bronze spears. Each of these figures wears a breastplate of shells. They're standing near a domed structure. The staccato dome has no apparent openings. On the east wall of the room are two carved stone columns flanking the remains of a covered sedan or litter with statues of attendants standing nearby. And by east... Yeah, you got it. You see it.
Yeah.
So the stars are the clay stars.
Correct.
So the east is over here.
Yeah. But I think it means this. The
Okay.
litter.
So let's go ahead and walk in and, again, being really careful and looking for problems.
Okay. Andy, I mean, yes, starting with you, what are you investigating first?
So you mentioned a sedan.
Yeah.
So tell me what that means.
A sedan is like a
Isn't it a car?
covered carriage that is basically taken by people, carried by people. So a sedan like car, but instead of wheels, it has bars where people take it and carry it.
So is this a burial thing?
It appears to be a burial chamber, yeah.
Okay, so that's where I guess I'd want to head over towards that.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go in, guys.
Andy's heading over that way. Let's see. Sorry, bear with me here. Okay. Farron, you enter into the room. What are you doing?
I'm going to wait near the door there, but I don't want him to be in the room by himself. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm giving you moral support, giving him hand signals.
Tom?
Nice.
Walking in the room for now.
Okay.
Then we'll be rushing forward because
That's what he would do.
yeah,
You know him so well.
it's gonna run up and like kind of stare into the eyes of these statues.
Okay. So, correction. This appears to be the cairn. I guess it's
It's fucking
domed,
massive.
but it doesn't look like it's domed. From your position, Andy, it does look like it's stuccoed. So it looks like it's made out of like hardened clay.
Okay.
Much like the soldiers and such. The sedan is on the eastern wall, so it would be over here. I guess there's no iconography for it, but I presume that these kind of are the ones that are flanking it. It's kind of placed there. And that's it.
Okay, so let's just go up towards that then.
Okay.
Oh, I see a door. There's a door up here to the north, to the east.
Yeah, it looks like that behind the columns along the east wall is a bronze door that's barred shut. It looks like it's barred shut with a pitted copper bar so that it can only be opened from the outside. So you presume that there is... you can just go ahead and remove the bar from inside. So things outside couldn't get into this room, but you can leave it if you'd like.
Oh, super. Okay. Okay, just to understand, to either side of the door, there are they statues?
Columns.
Columns, okay.
Mhm.
So let's go ahead and investigate the columns and the door.
Okay. Columns are hardened stone, much like the walls of this place. The door, bronze, just like the door that you entered in, less grand, mind you. And it's shut, and the bar, the pitted, planished bronze bar is kind of just sitting there in a series of 4 hooks, upwards turned hooks, basically 2 on the door and 1 on either side of the door, setting it and holding it shut.
So I'd want to check it for traps.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Does not appear to be any traps.
Okay. Is it possible that Shadow feels like he'd be able to lift that bronze thing out of the way to open the door
He
by
thinks he
himself?
might.
Or
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that.
Okay. You lift it up out of the hooks, and sure enough, you are able to remove it. It's a bit heavy, so you're very carefully and cautiously setting it to the ground after doing so, to the side.
Okay. And then I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Farron, while you kind of see Shadow kind of dart across the room and start manhandling a door, what would you like to do?
I guess I will slowly approach him, but not get too close because I don't want to screw up his stealthiness.
Okay. Thunder, you see that they're kind of heading towards the door on the north end, not really paying much mind to anything else in this chamber.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on all these statues.
Sure. It is definitely a very macabre kind of scene, what with parts of them kind of falling off, faces cracked, and weapons kind of in a state of disrepair, with the exception of the wooden bows, the worm-infested wooden bows that have survived. Very strange indeed. But you're
Can't
heading
remember-
north?
I
Or
can't remember if I
east?
still had my if I still had my detect magic up or not.
So when I was over more towards that the stucco, I didn't see any doors there. So it looks like, is it correct that this is the only door in this room besides the one we came through?
It does appear to be the only door that you have, but there does appear to be some sort of strange kind of tomb over there. A stucco dome.
Okay.
How long have we been walking? Like, how long did it take us to get from the?
I'd say about 10 seconds. But again, did you cast detect magic before or after you fell into a trap?
No, I keep doing it as a ritual. So after I got out the trap, I would have redone it, and then
So that would have been another 10 minutes. Okay.
So that's why I was asking how long it took to get here.
In addition to the time talking. Okay, got it. Cool. So yeah, you would have it active. Sure, why not? It's been about 25 minutes since we last took poison damage.
He's basically keeping it up as long as he's not doing something else.
Okay. Yeah, there appears to be some faint glowing in the stucco.
None of the statues seem to be magical.
Statues are non-magical.
Kind of gives out an audible sigh. It's like, well, looks like the statues aren't magical, boys.
Oh, also in like this back corner over here, there's a soft blue color kind of just glowing in the corner.
Ooh, blue.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Jason was just telling us the skulls of magic because you've never written down what colors equal what.
Yeah, I did. They're in the handout.
Blue is abjuration, shielding types of magic. Strong auras of abjuration could signify the presence of powerful ward.
And the reason I don't tell you, you turd, is because I don't think you have Arcana trained.
I'm saying this out loud. I'm nodding with my hand in my thing.
Okay.
Yes, Bunder. Good eyes there. That blue aura, abjuration. Definitely, yes.
My point is, if I do it long enough and people describe what colors are what, I'd end up knowing eventually.
Eventually, great.
But I've never noticed any handout that has ever had it. So
because you don't have Arcana trained.
Okay. Even as a DM, I didn't fucking know. That was my problem.
Well, there's a shit ton of handouts as a DM. You've seen it. You've seen the mess that this game is.
Children.
Anyways, blue, and probably like a soft red.
And black coming off all the statues. Sweet Jesus.
And they all, now that you see them, they see you, and they all turn into wraiths.
We're
Blue from the
so
corner
dead.
and soft red and blue from the...
No, just blue in the corner, and then soft red and blue inside of the dome.
Yeah, that's
inside of this stucco thing. Yeah.
Do you guys want to check that out then, or do we want to go through the door?
I mean, have you seen the size of that thing?
Yeah. How about door? I don't like the combination of red and blue. That usually means
red typically can mean to an enchantment to a weapon to make it strike truer. And the way these auras are lingering, it's something that's kind of lingering on something, not something that's lingering that's like a spell.
So it's like a sweet, sweet magic item or something.
Using us.
Yeah, that's real tempting.
Come to me, my pretties.
I think it looks more like a fucking giant's grave, to be honest. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, maybe the things inside of it.
Or it could be like a whole royal family.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a lot of guards here, so it's probably not just one person.
It looks like, so it's a giant stucco sarcophagus is what it kind of looks like?
It looks like a stucco dome. It's a cairn. Do you know what that means?
Like a burial place?
Yeah, basically they put the people down, they laid them to rest on the stone slab that it's sitting on, and then they built up the stucco around them, basically forming like a little hut for the dead.
All right.
You're pretty sure that if you guys go over to it and work together in concert, you could probably break it down in a minute or so if you have bludgeoning weapons, which I believe Sten and the Hammer Bros do.
I have a light hammer.
You could
I have a
definitely help.
staff.
I have a staff.
Snake staff.
You could definitely help if
Kick
you
it.
guys are into smashing that down.
Do we care?
I do like magic items, but I don't
mean-
want to get killed either.
You guys are good with desecrating
I
cairns?
thought-
No.
No,
I'm
we're
game.
just leaving because, we're dying
And then-
from poison.
The sedan, of course, over there by the side, which has, looking inside, it does look like it has skeletal remains in it as well.
At the mention that there's no magic in the statues, Stenon just breaks through them and moves towards the cairn.
Okay. Yeah, sure. He just starts kind of knocking them over. It really doesn't take much effort on his part. And he kind of starts walking over towards the cairn.
Because he's going to go do that shit even if we don't.
Stand in, no.
Way to roleplay, Joe. By the way, give Joe inspiration.
He could save himself when he does something stupid.
It's basically, this would keep us alive. Joe does the opposite.
All right, I'm going to try to go stop Joe. I'm going to walk up to him and say, come on, Joe, what are you doing? You're going to get killed.
Who's Joe? My name's Stenan.
Oh, sorry.
Stand and be the devil and be like, nah, keep going.
There's obviously some cool loot.
Stand on the other side of him.
Yeah.
This is great. It's evil and good.
I was like,
Oh,
I'm on
come
board. There's
Oh,
now
man.
a man who's like a mountain to go in front of me. I'm on board.
Exactly.
Oi, Stenan! Leave it. We got to get out here before you die of poison. I don't want you dying again.
Maybe it'll help us. No, I won't roleplay him.
All right, I'm going to stand in front of him and say, come on, man. Really, everybody thinks this is a bad idea except for Eslo.
If you're trying to persuade him, pick a person to be the lead persuader and make a persuasion check to go away. If you're trying to persuade him to go away.
I'm going to...
He usually listens to Bunder, though.
No, I know.
Bunder, do it the persuasion then. I'm
No,
not
I'm
good
not.
at it.
I'm not persuading him. I'm just saying he usually listens.
No, I'm just
to
saying,
me.
like, if Farron wants to persuade him, then Farron needs to roll a persuasion check, and I've got a DC set in my head based
I'm
on.
going to do it then. He's going to be persuaded to shit.
All
Look at
right.
that.
Yeah, he seems kind of swayed. He says, "Fine, if you guys aren't willing to do it," kind of huffing and puff.
Oh, sorry, man. There's other good stuff out there. We want to live to get to it. Let's go.
Now, to be sure, there's one party member who doesn't want Stenan to go. Tom, you want him to go in there? And obviously, you directed him that way. Steve, do you think? Would you want him to go that way?
Yeah, I'm on board because.
And then it looks like we got a possible tie here. Andy, are you wanting him to go that way, or you want him to go with you guys?
Hell no, let's leave.
So we got 2 and 2, and he persuaded him to go up. So Bunder and Eslo, if you want him to go and actually do it, you need to make a persuasion check to make him do that. Otherwise, he's going to go the way Farron directed.
As me playing Joe's character, he wants to do it. But as Bunder doesn't want him to do it. He just wants to
Right.
leave.
So obviously he would know that. I mean, kind of. Bunder would be like not on board 100%. So he probably wouldn't be as full bore going on it. And so, yeah, he's probably not going to be. Joe can be pretty metal, but I mean, I don't think he would do it if pretty much everybody was saying don't.
Plus we're bros. He kind of listens to me.
All right. Dealy. You guys are cowards, and you exit out to the north.
Sorry.
He tried.
I have one spell slot left. If you guys die, I'm not bringing you back.
Farron's out, right?
No, I have one of each.
Okay.
First, second, and third.
I have no spells, guys.
I know.
Seven kind of side.
You have those sweet. Oh, look at that. He's right in between the two statues.
I'm fully loaded except for my one racial spell that I missed with.
Why does it always have to be a racial thing?
You open the door,
Yes.
and it leads to the left.
North.
Passageway that
Yay.
leads to the north.
Wait, check for traps. Don't get
The
too hasty.
whole way.
At the end of that, if you can see,
We got a Joe.
can you-
We got a Joe.
Joe.
Yo, Joe! And we kept him from doing something stupid.
Wait. Let's hold on a second then.
No.
'Cause he could
Don't even
definitely
try to convince
help.
him into that anymore.
No,
We're past that.
no.
We
He's
are
not,
so
he's not
past
even
that.
in roll 20 yet.
He can make a real decision. It's his character.
It doesn't have to be in roll 20 to play.
Yeah, we can do theater of the
I
mind.
choose to not die. Is that
Okay.
Yes. Thank
Your
you. Thank you so
decision made
much.
for you.
See? He's not crazy.
There were magic items in there, though. You could have gotten them for free.
Yeah, and if not, we're dead.
Or underneath, it's just like a big spout of poison gas that starts filling it
And-
faster.
Considering that I'm the guy that makes magic items, if I die, magic items, no one gets magic items anymore.
Okay, so you guys see a passageway that heads to the north. And Andy, I presume you continue heading that direction.
I sure do.
Can you see to the end of the hall or no?
Wait,
Nope.
check for traps.
Okay, don't.
I can
Before
see
you
right
die.
around to here.
Yeah, if you're actively perceiving for traps again, it does take some time. So you're not moving at your quickened speed.
Yep.
So I say we're about 30 minutes into this first hour of the John Dupre murder machine because of ritual casting, discussion, blah, 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 blah. So go ahead and move on forward and make an investigation check.
So move like half speed?
Yeah, it's fine. You can move on forward to you can see the end of the room, but make an investigation check.
Sure.
So yeah, you see a large block of stone that obstructs the corridor ahead. It doesn't seem to have been a part of the original construction, for its composition is more sandy than the stones that make up the walls of these ruins. Furthermore, a gap of several inches is visible along the sides of the block and between the stone and the ceiling.
I call Bunder up and I ask him to look at the stone with his dwarven stone skills. Come on.
That's the wrong person. Bunder.
It's a big ass block.
It's a piece of rock.
Oh, you have that stone cunning thing.
It's a big ass block.
He's dwarfy.
It's a piece of worked stone.
You're pretty sure that if you were to try and push it, it might move. But if you were to try and break it, that could take days.
Could we climb over it?
No, it's a very narrow slit across the top. It's not perfectly seamed to the ceiling, is what I was
the
saying.
corner, does it rotate? The other one?
No.
Call standing over.
In fact, you pushing it does nothing.
So I'm saying call standing over.
Okay.
Or strike push it. Actually, Farron has a better pushing because he's...
Farron and Stenin, push.
Farron doesn't have good strength, but he has that ability.
Mush.
Okay, so who is pushing it? I need the people who are pushing it. I need you to tell me who you are.
Joe's guidance.
I'm going to assist Stenin.
There are not going to be rules, so guidance is not super necessary. So Farron and Stenin are pushing, and again, people can share squares. You don't have to have just two people pushing.
We'll get the dwarf in here too. Then we'll be like a triumvirate.
Okay, so
If
what
we
are your
could share squares, I'll do it too.
Scores?
I'm going to share a square with Joe.
What are your strength
Plus
scores?
4, I cannot roll myself and roll 20.
No, we don't need any rolls. There's no rolls.
Okay, plus 4.
Let's see.
Just the raw strength number?
Stenin, yeah, just the raw strength number. Strength score.
Is it 18, Joe?
It must be if it's plus 4.
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
19 plus 15 for me.
But I have
So-
14.
And Shadow
19.
has 17.
14.
You have 17 strength?
Now that I'm a little hybrid, yeah.
Holy shit. You
Got a
are
little
like
stronger.
strong. I might as well stand back here with Eslo.
I cheer for you guys. Go, go, go. I use prestidigitation to create some images of you guys, what it would look like if you were to succeed.
Awesome.
Eslo, you're not necessary.
Ever.
Let's see.
Oh, that was so mean.
Ouch.
That's exactly why he plays Dungeons and Dragons, so he gets this reaffirmation of his worth.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys have it set to where it's at, and you feel confident that the lot of you together without Eslo can push it or move it. That said, do you want to push it or do you want to try and slide it to the side?
I'm thinking slide. I don't know.
Either move it there or move it up here.
Correct.
Move it that way.
I'm guessing that once we've done a little bit of one, we can't do the other. Because we won't have a handhold on.
You could always pull it back. Well, no, not really.
I want to slide it.
All
So
right.
the
You
one
heard
vote for
the man.
slide.
Yeah, slide it.
Slide
Okay.
it.
Wait, slide it which way?
North or east.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to go north?
No. We will slide it east, though, and then we'll move north.
That's what I said. We want to go north.
Okay.
So you slide it. The four of you together slide it to the east, and you reveal to you that there is a passageway that leads up.
What?
And it looks like that it is a bunch of rollers, stone rollers that ascend upwards. Might be difficult to travel up, but it certainly would have been easy to roll a stone block down. Possibly roll the stone block down back on top of you.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I guess you made a good choice there. I guess.
Yeah, that'd have been bad.
To be fair, I think we'd fail pushing it uphill. So I think once we notice we're pushing it uphill, we just stop.
And the slowest individual of the group was Bunder, so you would have been able to kind of move it into that place, all four of you together gathering up in probably about a minute's time. So we're probably about 35 minutes in. What with you walking up to the stone, figuring out what you're doing and pushing it.
All
Okay.
right.
So you have stone rollers that ascend up. They look like they will be difficult to traverse up, to be sure.
Not if you're Super Cat.
Yes.
There are on the sides ramps, kind of very narrow ramps that you might be able to utilize, but
Shadow wants to parkour up there. And parkour.
Wait,
back
why
and
don't
forth.
you have Sten and throw you and you'll roll up?
yeah,
A
the
certain
ramp that
distance.
slopes
Yeah.
gently up from south to north, set in the floor at 2-foot intervals, are smooth stone cylinders that apparently function as rollers. Yeah, you can definitely try to ascend it. Because of the gap, you'll just be stepping up over them and kind of just moving at a cautious pace.
We tie a rope to the cat.
To the cat?
He's got a 17 strength now, so he can take a rope up and he can help us get
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Sure.
So could I do that? Could I take the rope and then just go up and have the rope lean back?
You're pretty sure that just traversing it on foot is going to be easier than dragging everybody up individually by rollers. If you just walk at a
I'm
slower
saying
pace.
he can take the rope up, but the rope gives us an aid.
Oh, sure. Again, there's no
Yeah.
fear of
I'm not catching them.
Yeah, there's no scary times, fun times. It's if you guys are just kind of ascending up the rollers. They're like really wide steps that you have to step up to kind of get over. That's it. You're fine.
Okay.
But you have the support from Shadow, and you guys can go ahead and ascend on up the way there.
Are you checking for traps?
I guess I'll do it now.
You go
Okay.
first, I'll go next.
So you'll be moving at a much more slowed pace because your lead is moving at a slowed pace. So go ahead and make your investigation check.
Oh fuck.
Okay. You're able to make it up to the top, but it's because of your wariness and you're trying to pay attention to everything. There are a couple of moments where you kind of stop and start perusing at things, focusing in more on things that you think might be traps or possibly something that would cause the floor to slip out and ends up being nothing. Your time up the ramp to the top is 10 minutes. So we're 45 minutes in.
Gulp.
But you're being very cautious, overly so. Very curious too about the construction here. Once you get to the top of the ramp, it looks like it U's around a wall. The hallway kind of U's around a wall to the opposite side.
Okay. So we're gonna have to suck up some more poison damage before we make it out. Or everybody's good on that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got one more healing spell. So
Yeah.
So let's make our way. And I'm so actively investigating. So just tell me when to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another investigation check here. But tell me, which direction are you wanting to go? North or east?
I want to head north. That seems to be the way.
Okay. Then yeah, make that investigation. Okay, hold on.
we can see the
We
thing
can
on the
see
map.
something there.
What?
There's a
giant
T in a circle. God damn it.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to go anywhere near that.
Too bad.
It's T for
Wah,
terrific
wah.
loot ahead.
Yeah, it's some terrific loot in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's T for terrible maps.
Stenon's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
want to
fucking
get
shit.
that. Oh, you
Look,
hate
I can go through the walls and I can still tell where the traps are. 'Cause of the...
Oh, hold on.
Crap.
I can fix the fuck out of that.
Yeah,
You
gotta
That's
put all-
too messed up.
you got to put all the restrictions on there.
Yeah, at least this one was a movable token and not one that's built into the floor of the map.
Hey, Farron, go first.
fixed. So,
Go Farron.
Oh, it's safe. Okay.
no. To be completely fair, you would have been the one that was bleeding. So, bear with me here.
What happened to? How come Joe's not on roll 20 yet?
Probably because he's in the car or something.
Could be.
As you approach a bend in the passage, you see a series of faint line drawings on the walls depicting people playing a game that uses a ball and has goals on either end of the playing field.
We did this.
We've been here already.
We did this.
That's why that trap was revealed. Did you already play the game?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the game ball.
So then, yeah, you go around and head south. That's this place.
Ooh, he scared us for a minute. See, we got zapped way back behind where we used to be.
But does the trap reset?
I don't know.
This isn't the same corridor, though.
You're right. It's
No,
different.
it's not the same corridor. Wasn't there some sort of...
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at the end. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Okay.
There's the trap with the little divot.
The answer is no. The trap does not reset.
Oh, I'm checking to see if it does.
That sounded like Jason too.
Are you driving?
We have the game ball. Your trap resets.
Yeah, if you have the game
You
ball, then
lose.
I don't see why it would reset. Fair enough.
It's also signed by everybody.
You got a whistle too, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, it's that damn hallway. Same hallway.
Sweet.
Yeah, we've already been down here.
Well, what did we get to at the end? I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but let's go.
I think it was just
We're booking it now a little bit. We're trying to make up a little lost time.
Sure.
If
Because
it's somewhere we've already been, we don't really care.
Okay, so here there looks like there's I'm not sure what that
That's
is
the
at the
goal.
end.
That
That's
was
the
a
goal.
goal.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then to the east there's a door.
Mhm.
Have
And
we
the
been through
door
this
is
way,
already kind
guys?
of
Yes.
a bit open. So this
Okay.
is an oddly shaped room decorated with a cat motif. The center of the southeastern
Oh, it's
wall is
where I was
Yeah, we've been.
attacked.
We already got the silver spear tip in here.
We went through the secret passage.
This is where somebody got bit by some crazy
I know.
jaguar.
I know.
It's like jaguar. Hey, we went through here too. Yeah, you want to go through this little spot? It's open. Remember,
Which one? Which
I
one?
took this map off
We
the
went
wall.
through here.
And there was we're getting closer to where we got teleported because we're
No,
getting
this
closer.
is where. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, but there's also a door up top too, wasn't there? There's a door over here. I don't know if we've gone on this door yet.
No, we only went in one door, and that was.
We
this
went
one.
in here. Yeah, we went down here last time. I took this thing off the wall, and then there was this passageway we crawled down. Isn't this close to where Stenin got
Yep,
doppelganged?
it's right there.
Yeah. So let's go this way. Let's go up here. Check it for traps.
Cool. Eslo.
So wait, we have to make
Are
the right
we-
choice to get out of here. We've got 1, 2, 3 options, right?
Eslo.
We're trying to decide which door to go through.
Eslo.
Let's go through.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking.
Okay, so I'm saying Eslo. That means I'm trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
No.
Oh no.
Puff my chest out. Flex.
Cause.
Oh,
Oh man.
Oh shit. Hold on a second
Oh,
here.
my-
Let me double check something here.
My scrawny girl arms.
bye. Bye.
Yeah, but he has tentacles. Those should be strong.
He's not getting bit by a jaguar, is he?
A British car company? No. Who makes the Jaguar?
It is. It's British, yeah.
Ah, so I was right.
Sure is.
Jaguar. Have Tom say it.
Okay.
Jaguar.
Oh fuck.
They're the sister company of Aston Martin.
I did not know that.
Yep, just like Audi is the sister company of Lamborghini.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I read the wrong thing.
So, Steve, you wanted to go through this door over here?
Yeah. No. I want to go. I want to go
We want to go
through.
north, don't we?
Can I go through this door?
I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
Was it the Jaguar that's already happened?
I want to go north.
All right.
Okay.
I
You
like
want to go
it.
through that door?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Oh no.
Nice knowing you, Eslo.
There's 2 butts on the walls.
Room 34.
Touch the butt.
Two butts.
Okay, so the passage leads down a set of double bronze doors bearing the engraved face of the Jaguar god. Both walls of the corridor are carved to represent 2 lines of warriors in profile, holding hatchet-headed polearms and facing the western doors. These figures are painted with vivid, lifelike colors: red, black, white, green, and yellow.
In this hallway?
On the opposite side, there's a double door bronze, and then the weird looking butt things. Those are the profiles of soldiers or warriors with the hatchet headed polearms.
All right, I saw my familiar down the hallway. Go head. Go make sure there's nothing bad there.
Who, me?
No, I'm saying my familiar.
Oh, you're
Detonate.
familiar. Okay.
Maybe if there's any motion traps, he might detonate them.
That doesn't sound nice to your familiar.
Nice. It comes back.
Shrugs.
No, he
You
has
should be
to
able to
cast it.
pull a copy of him down onto the map, right?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I can.
Okay. And you just move him over to the door. That's it.
Yeah, he flies over through the door.
Nothing happens other than he gets to the door.
Make him attack the statues.
He kind of looks at you from behind with a just annoyed look.
He knows what I was trying to do. All right. Looks like it's pretty
Oh.
safe.
There's a door up here too.
There are lots of doors.
Yeah, wow. Let's check them out. Is this just end in a room or?
It's like it ends in a
That's it.
double door.
Yeah. All right. Looks
All right.
pretty safe. You guys get in there.
Go, go Shadow. Stealth
bring
it up.
I'll bring up the rear.
All right.
And then-
I'll be right behind you, Shadow.
So Shadow will go through the door and actively check for traps. What is that in the corner? I see something over there. I don't like that.
As you guys are kind of investigating and stuff, your hour is up. Go ahead and take your damage. So it'll be 2,
Not one.
3, 6.
So
How
we
much?
have been taking half damage for covering our faces with wet cloths.
Yeah, I have that note here. Cool.
So is it 5 or 4? How do we do that?
I always round against the players.
That's what I thought.
They were jealous of my my dwarfness, so they all had to wear masks.
So
My mask looks like a dwarf.
what do I see in this northernmost corner? It looks like a little
That's
something.
his familiar.
Well, that's just familiar. Okay, so could I? I'm actively checking for traps here. There seems to be doors at the end of the hall.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. You're actively moving in to investigate, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do that.
Before you make it to the halfway point of the chamber, you see that there is a pressure plate on the floor in between the two warriors.
God damn it. Let's try to use Thieves' Tools to deactivate that.
Okay. Let's see here. What you think on just looking at it as you investigate it, it looks like that if someone were to step on the pressure plate, there seems to be some kind of artifice that is attached to the warriors, something about the warriors. But there doesn't appear to be any mechanisms that would cause them to swing weapons or anything like that. Just some sort of strangeness about the mechanisms. You're pretty sure that if you were to crawl beneath the polearms levels, even if you were to touch the plate, you might be able to do it just fine. The others might not be, the less dexterous folks, but you're pretty sure that you could cross it, no problem.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a Thieves' Tools check. But this is going to be at disadvantage.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Good job.
So you're pretty sure that you can secure the pressure plate, but you're absolutely certain that heavier people, anybody in medium or heavy armor, will not be able to pass over the pressure plate without activating it anyways.
Anyway, so even if I secure it.
Right. So there's really no way to kind of deactivate the trap. It seems to be kind of hard, like ingrained into the thing. And the pressure plate is the floor. You can basically set like a spike or a dagger in the pressure plate, but you're absolutely certain that anybody of a heavier size would be kind of, it would stop the folks from, it would stop it from stopping it.
Got it.
They might have to jump over, but you know where the pressure plate is. It's a 10-foot square that starts at the things and ends 5 feet after the things, after the butts.
Got it.
Jump over it.
Well, hold on. You want to jump over it? Do you want me to go over first and see if it's worthwhile going through the... Okay, never mind.
He said he's jumping. He's jumping.
He jumped. Okay.
Do me a favor. It's not really an athletics check because you're trying to jump where you
Yeah,
don't know a
acrobatics.
pressure plate is. So what I need you to do is just roll me a 20-sided dice. There's no acrobatics because
Why am I not communicating with Shadow?
Acrobatics is 20-sided
Sure.
dice for Joe.
He's explaining there's a pressure plate there, but you didn't say before you jumped. I'm asking him exactly where the pressure plate is. You just jumped.
I jumped after I heard your conversation. I don't know why I wouldn't communicate with Shadow to figure out where the pressure plate is.
So
That's
Shadow would want to go through himself to make
That's
sure
fine.
it makes sense, but
So okay, to be sure, then we'll go ahead and skip the last part. You guys discussed for a bit. It took a good 5 or so minutes. In addition to the 5 or so minutes it took him to investigate and find it, so that's 10 minutes that you spent in this next hour, and you jump across no problems.
I do that.
All right, there's a bronze door and a weird-looking
All
floaty.
right. I'll follow and do what he's doing. Right? So I have to roll acrobatics? No.
No, there's no roll. You just jump across.
Oh,
He
okay.
told you where it's at. So
Yeah.
long as if you weren't in the room before, you'd have to kind of wait for him to kind of explain it to you, which takes a little bit of time. I'd say to get everybody across, after hearing Stennon's conversation, probably a minute or so more. So we're looking at 11 minutes in. And then there's a door. There really isn't much room on the other side, though, for everybody to kind of hop over. So, yeah, one of you should probably hold back. Bronze door. Big bronze door.
check for trap.
Investigation.
Now, this is brutal. Okay.
Lots of traps.
Does not appear to be trapped.
Open the door.
So you open the door, and on the other side, when the door comes open, a rush of warm, fetid air greets you.
Ugh, pew.
The room is lit with a sanguine glow. My brain doesn't know how sanguine works. On the wall opposite the door are tacked several human skins. A cat of nine tails hangs beside them. To the west, the room widens to accommodate a statue that towers almost to the ceiling. The statue is an ogre-like figure outfitted in flayed skins and adorned with skulls, with a gaping mouth wide enough to swallow a horse whole. It is seated atop a huge basin of red-hot coals, more than 10 feet in diameter. Around the statue is a pile of splintered bones, skulls with cracked pates, and broken weapons. In front of the display crouches a panther, deathly still, facing away from the statue. To the east, the walls are highly polished. They loosely enclose an intricately carved well that seems to be illuminated from within. Beyond the well, mounted on the wall, is a blackened mirror with a richly ornamented frame. Directly above the well, in the 25-foot-high ceiling, a 5-foot-wide opening can be discerned in the red light of the room.
Ooh.
Does anybody need healing before we go in there?
Do you have healing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How badly do you need it, though?
I don't need it. Well, I mean, if
You're
you're,
less than half.
I am not less than half.
All right. Never mind then. Anybody else?
If everyone needs healing, we can take 10 minutes.
Well,
and I
let's
can
wait a little
give
bit
everyone
first. I gave myself some healing because I was pretty close. I didn't want to get hit like once or twice and knocked unconscious. So, but if anybody's like less than half, let me know. I can heal them and we can keep going for a while. But all right, let's go then. There could be monsters in there. That's what I'm worried about.
So are we going in or not?
Yeah, go in and check it out, and we'll be right behind you.
Oh, thanks. That's great.
Well, that's what we have
Okay.
to do. You're the sneaky one.
But he described what was in there already, right?
Yeah,
So
but
now the
nobody-
tanks need to go in.
You think so? What about all the traps there could be in there?
Okay, Shadow moves in.
You
what does he
usually
say?
go in there. You usually go in and check for traps first.
So you walk up to the back wall, and there's a bunch of human skins on the wall with a cat of nine tails hanging from a hook there, and it's a blackened chain with the spike barbs at the end of it. A nasty-looking thing, to be sure. And then the panther kind of like raises its ears and points them forward. Its whiskers kind of leaning in forward as it kind of stares at you, and it gives a low.
Shadow will do the same.
Okay.
Not good.
It seems to be kind of just chill with you, and its head kind of turns back, like looking towards the wall disinterestedly. It kind of starts patting at what looks like a fresh piece of meat kind of sitting at its front and kind of just lunges in on it and starts kind of biting at it.
And so could you remind me what's up here to the east?
So on the the east, there is the east walls are highly polished. They loosely enclose an intricately carved well that seems to be illuminated from within. Beyond the well, mounted on the wall, is a blackened mirror with a richly ornamented frame. Directly above the well, in the 25-foot high ceiling, a 5-foot wide opening can be discerned in the red light of the room.
Ooh.
Which way do you want to approach, the well or the statue?
Let's go away from that creature towards the well.
Okay. 1 second.
Come on.
Illumination.
Come on in, guys.
Okay.
So the illumination inside the well seems to come from the liquid itself.
Can I take the whip off the wall?
Sure.
So the liquid is emitting light.
The liquid is glowing itself. If you would like to, well, no, you can't. You don't have Arcana trained, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
Eslo's the only one that does.
Dun, 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 dun. Bear with me here.
I like how Bunder's like part way in the room. Less than half.
Okay. Yeah. The liquid itself seems to be glowing, and that is it. The Panther seems to continue to be disinterested in everybody, unless they kind of turn in his direction, and then he kind of raises his eyes up to you. The well is glowing its color, but even with its glow, it still has a reddish hue in this chamber. And if you're not sure if that's because of the stonework, something that's on the stonework, or just the nature of the light. But the light, I don't know, the light appears to be just light.
Maybe you should talk to the Panther. Jaguar, whatever it is.
I don't know if they can talk.
I'm talking to Farron.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I could probably do that. Well, here's a rub. It's actually a spell, unless it's a small animal, and then I could just talk to that because I'm a furbolg. So let's see. Do I have that? Speak with animals. Damn it! Didn't prepare it. That's the sucky thing about preparing spells, is there's always some you're not going to have. So I want to go up and look at what's in this liquid. I'm not going to touch it or anything. I just want to look at it.
Sure. It seems to be glowing liquid. The liquid itself seems to be kind of emitting the light. And as the nature of like a water, light typically refracts in it. And this seems to be the case, but it seems to be kind of emanating from every portion of the water inside. So the refraction kind of has like a dizzying kind of glow to it. Ooh. As it kind of just sits there and is still water. Do you touch the water or move the water in any way to see if it undulates or changes?
I dropped a stone in it.
Okay.
Oh, you dropped a stone
when
in it?
The ripple starts to like kind of take effect, the room starts to kind of strobe out, and it seems that the light is actually emanating from this liquid. The liquid itself is glowing.
Oh, great. Farron's an epileptic, so he goes into an epileptic fit.
Turns into a bunch of creatures in midstream.
Eslo, get up here and look at this.
This
is magical shit. It's something you would understand. That's what you're good at.
Yep.
So what does he think?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check. Okay. You're not sure, but you're pretty certain that the water itself, this liquid itself, is the source of the light. The light that's being kind of presented to you is, no stronger than like a light spell. But it doesn't seem that it's an enchantment on the water. The water itself has it has the.
Do I see a magical aura?
Let's see. So it's been a long time. How long does that spell last? It's been about an hour since it's been about 50 minutes since you cast it.
It's a ritual, so every time that it goes off, I bring it back up. That's basically what I'm doing.
So to be sure, I just want to make sure. Oh, the concentration on that spell is how long?
I'm clicking now. Find it. Where is it? I'm way too tired for this shit.
So
Over
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
So let me make sure. Every 10 minutes, you're casting it as another 10-minute ritual again.
Yep.
So that means that we're doubling the time effectively that we currently have on the board. So you guys would
No, because you can still walk around and do it as a ritual. I'm not stopping to do it.
Fair enough, but you can't cast the ritual as you have the ritual in effect. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so then you would stop and there would be another 10-minute cycle.
Yeah.
So
10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. I know.
okay, I get you. So this is 70. So just for sanity's sake, I'm just going to say add another 10 minutes to the total, and we'll say you have it active. Yes, the water has a glow to it. Evocation is probably the school in question. It's red, magic aura.
I will
Like the light spell.
draw a dagger and dip the dagger into the water.
Seems to hold on the surface of the dagger for a time. It kind of has like like oil, kind of like a low viscosity. It's not really just falling off the blade. It kind of clings to it for a little bit, but after a fashion, it does kind of linger and drip off.
Is there any change in the blade at all?
Stick
Like,
on
does
it.
it be more
Blows on it,
keen or anything?
but the blade's a blade. It's the same
Oh.
thing.
Stick one of your tentacles in it that we got off that monster. Tip of it.
Wait, what monster?
We fought a monster while you weren't here. You got some of the tentacles. I gave your character some of the tentacles. So, you
cool.
like tentacles.
That's true.
Dip
They
one
were
of them in the
big
water.
tentacles, though.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, you dip that tentacle right in after getting it out, and it has glowing oil on it, effectively, and then it drips off of it.
Could this be star metal?
No,
No.
I'm not sure what it
because
says,
it's
but
not metal.
If can I take out some? I'll take a flask of it because I usually
Sure.
end up doing that. Does the light seem to hold in the flask, or does it fizzle out?
It's glowing like a lantern.
Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh, maybe we should put it in some empty. I've been keeping all my empty potion tubes because I knew we'd want to pick some crazy shit up.
Okay.
What
you
is this?
hear a
I'm sorry.
loud voice boom out from above you. And it's a very strange voice, and it's a very grunting language. Does anybody here speak giant?
Ooh, I don't
Is it
know.
Farron a giant?
I do speak
Faramite.
giant. I do
So
speak
Farron,
giant.
you recognize the tongue as the tongue of giants, and the voice that booms down upon you says, "For what purpose have you come into Skyvi's lair?"
Say something.
We seek star metal. So I don't know if it would know what that is, but that's what I'm going to say. That's a good one.
Doesn't seem like he. It doesn't seem like he replies, whatever it is.
I mean, it would have been nice if you just said, let's leave. We want to leave.
Yes, that would be. I wanted to wait and see what he would say. He might know what the star metal is. We come in peace. Did he say anything else?
Doesn't seem like he replies back to you.
All right, guys. I don't know if that worked.
What is
Somebody-
directly to the east here? It looks like there's
So yeah, there's a mirror.
A mirror.
a mirror. Okay.
Yeah, and then up above, 25 feet up in the ceiling, there's a 5-foot hole that just kind of goes up into the ceiling.
We could leave out of there, Shadow.
So can I see up into the hole?
Completely black.
Okay.
I thought there was sun coming down from there.
No.
Okay. Not good.
I mean, you can see with your dark vision that it kind of goes up, and it looks like it kind of goes up for a bit.
Well,
You
he can
probably
see.
a
he can
top
see
to it.
I don't have dark vision, actually. But,
It looks like it probably opens into a bigger chamber.
whoa. Maybe we should go up there. I could go up there with you, Shadow. Or you could go up there. You could climb up there, Shadow, in shadow form, and drop a rope down, and everybody else could climb up.
What do others think about that idea?
I just want to keep moving.
You
Yeah.
want to just leave this and go back the way we came? or try to go up this hole that we found.
Isn't there like stuff down here too? Can't we just like obliterate that panther and check that area out too? It's just a panther.
could.
It's just a panther.
Well, before we
yeah.
obliterate it, why don't? Okay, so what happens if Shadow moves down here? Does the panther do anything?
Yeah, as you kind of approach it, it kind of turns at you and kind of lets out that low growl again. It looks annoyed.
I could try animal
moves its
handling.
head away from the meat. It actually starts to pad towards you as you approach. Kind of stops there. It kind of has like a menacing kind of approach. It looks like it's ready to pounce on you at this moment.
Okay, so I'll step back one.
It kind of holds its position. It looks like it's kind of lowering its forward body. As you might know, when cats are trying to jump at a distance, they'll kind of get lower and raise their back end. This one looks like it's doing just that.
I'll back up again.
It doesn't look like it's okay, and it seems to kind of just casually kind of fall down on the ground, belly first, and kind of just sit there.
It's clearly protecting that area. Maybe we just shouldn't want to mess with it, unless you would just want to kill it.
What if the star metal is just right around the corner, and all that's in between us is a cat? I think we could take that risk.
We could knock it unconscious. We don't have to kill it.
Okay, so Shadow's gonna walk back here.
Oh,
and
wait
say,
a minute.
Go
wait a
for
minute.
it.
All right, let me go forward and try like to calm it down using my nature type skills. Like try to handle the animal and say, "Hey, go over to the corner and eat your meat. Leave us alone."
There's something kind of glowing at its feet, kind of over by the statue. There's a bunch of broken weapons and such, kind of at the foot of the statue, of the leopard of this statue. But there's something that's kind of glowing. If you had to venture a guess, you would presume that it's like a hammerhead or a mace head or something to that effect.
You just told him the best thing he's ever heard now. A magic hammerhead or something? He's going to be loving it. All right, so can I slowly approach this jaguar or panther?
It does exactly the same thing that it did with Shadow. Basically, it approaches you and kind of starts to lower itself down as if it's preparing to kind of strike at you.
Even if I try to use nice, soothing words of wisdom,
Sing to it. Sing to it.
Let it be. Yeah, I'll sing to it the song of wilderness. Don't make me actually sing it because that wouldn't be good. But
you kind of start to approach at it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you moving over to the statue, or are you just moving to it specifically?
I'm just moving to it to try to calm it and kind of make it like just sit down and eat its meat and leave us alone while we do whatever the hell we want.
As you kind of approach close to it to kind of get close and lower yourself down to like unintimidatingly like touch at it, it walks right past you.
What?
It kind of starts heading over towards the well. It's doing so in just a casual cat manner, walking away from
I say, move aside and let it go to the well.
When you
Peek down the hall, Farron.
Like its tail starts wagging like very heavily, and it kind of turns its head over its shoulder at your direction and kind of growls, and then it kind of just starts walking back towards the well.
Oh, all right. See, move aside, people. I'm sure people would move aside unless they wanted to fight it. I'm going to check this area out down here while I can.
Seemingly without noticing Stenin at all, it walks right next to him, but it kind of hops up onto the well and starts kind of lapping at the strange water.
Maybe we should drink that. I don't see anything down here, guys. Appears dead ends.
Dead ends. Okay. Well, what do you see?
There's a bunch of broken weapons. There looks like there's just a bunch of broken weapons and shields and stuff. If Thunder like directs you, you can find out what's glowing. If he kind of tells you it's right there, pick that up, mate, then that would be okay. But if you're just searching by yourself, everything looks the same.
Yeah, unless Thunder says something to me, I wouldn't know.
Say it, Thunder.
Sorry, I was
Muted.
Yeah.
So are you helping him kind of find it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure enough.
All right, I'll grab it.
You find a mace head. It appears to be made out of, you're assuming iron, but it's a pharaoh-looking thing. This mace head. It does not have a haft, but if you were to find a haft, you could easily kind of reforge it, especially with Bunder's assistance. Kind of put it back together. But there are no broken hafts present that you think you would be able to utilize as a handle for the weapon.
Okay, I'll put that down as a thing that I found. Iron mace head. That's possibly magical. Who knows?
Magical iron mace head. It's not possibly. It is magical.
All
That
right.
was confirmed.
Confirmed by more than one source.
You also see Bunder, as you're kind of like helping him through that with your magic eyes. You notice that there's this strange kind of floating force kind of near him, but it kind of exits the room as you kind of start pointing and yelling in that direction.
Okay.
All right, guys. I didn't see anything down there unless there's something that I can't see, like magic.
As you're
doors.
done, the cat's kind of approaching back over to you, and you kind of walk over to it, and it kind of sits back in its position. It seems to not notice you, and actually bumps into you and kind of growls, and then it kind of just seems kind of just annoyed and walks over to the edge. Then it kind of turns back and it looks at your position, you think, and it's kind of just looking at you with like this confused cat stare, and it starts batting at its meat again. Annoyed that it's not in the same place that it was, because someone was mustering.
What if it knows where that wisp thing is?
Why? Because it's not on this plane?
Animals have a greater sense for weird shit.
Wondering, somebody should drink some of that stuff there. I'm gonna put some in. Can I put some in 3 empty? How many empty potion things do I have? 2. Can I put some in 2 empty potion bottles? A little bit of that sweet.
Sure. Yeah, you go ahead and make 2 of your own. I'm gonna go ahead and make an attack against you, though.
What?
It's a miss. Although it should have advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it again. Still a miss.
Thank goodness.
Go ahead and set up my stuff.
Is it just 1 attack or 2 attacks?
It's just 1. I was rolling it because I had advantage. You didn't know where it was coming from.
Right.
And the light water pool, as you're kind of filling up the second vial and get it filled up, kind of bursts out a bit, and a weird, strange, like glowing form kind of appears before you, and then goes and dissipates.
What the hell? Did you see that, guys? You
This
are
might be
religious
this-
dudes?
Look
This might
like
be
a.
the source
that-
of the will-o-wisps.
You've seen a will-o-wisp, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it looked like a will-o-wisp that just popped out and shocked at him.
This is the
Holy
source.
shit. What do you do with 2 vials of will-o-wisps? Throw them at people? That sounds bad.
Drink
But it-
them. Drink.
So here we go. We have 2 options. We can go up that hole, or we can go out the door the way we came.
I don't know. To get out of here, do you think we would have to go up that hole? Or do you think that's just,
I don't know. There are a lot of doors in that other room.
Or
yeah,
maybe-
maybe we'll try those first.
It's a magical mirror that we can. Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do
Try
we touch? I'm gonna touch the mirror. Maybe something will happen.
Yeah. Maybe something good.
The mirror. Bear with me here.
You're trapped. It's a mirror of life trapping.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or it's like that mirror from Harry Potter where I see my heart's desire.
Oh, and you're never going to want to leave. No, as low.
Just gonna be a massive tentacle. Is that?
So yeah, the mirror is doesn't appear to have anything special about it. It is just present. It's a blackened mirror with a richly ornamented frame.
Does
I take
Eslo
it
seem
off
to
the
have a
wall?
reflection?
Is there any reason why he wouldn't?
I'm a
You tell
vampire.
me.
He appears to have a.
He's a vampire.
That's awesome. We have a werewolf and a vampire.
I wipe some sweat up my brow. Ooh, at least he's not a vampire.
Can I take the mirror off the wall, or is it like stuck into the stone?
It's pretty locked in there, but the ornamentation on the sides, you could probably pick that off if you'd like.
This mirror. I feel like there's more to it. Maybe maybe I can just smash it just for fun.
Yeah, so you'll note that the mirror is actually made out of polished metal, and the reason why it's kind of blackened is the edges have kind of started to rust in, and kind of become dirty in those pockets of rust.
What if the mirror was the star metal?
It's certainly not.
I know.
All right. So we're not going up that hole. Then we're going to go down through the doors.
Should we like just do something with this well? Isn't this the source of the will-o-wisps? Like we could stop them from harassing us if we just, like.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm game if that's what you want to do.
You're pretty sure that's not the source of the will-o-wisps. You're pretty sure that one just happened to be lingering there,
Oh, it's just like bathing in it almost.
perhaps, or waiting for some Farron to touch it.
The Farron.
When the cat drank the water, did it seem to be like invigorated at all, or was it just kind of like drinking it like a cat would drink water?
Like a cat would drink water. It looks like the food has been given to it by someone else, and the water is just there for. I mean, it's the only thing it could really drink if it's just left in its room. It's like Meowschwitz in here.
Meowschwitz.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
That's
All right.
rough.
I guess we got to go back the way we came.
All right.
All right, no, not going up.
Not yet. Maybe later.
I guess not. Yeah.
But we have to jump over.
Jump over.
Whatever. All right.
And then in this room, the room with the were-jaguar before.
Yeah. Which way do you want to go now? There's a door right over here. And then there's one. There might be
Well,
one.
we came in through this door, right?
Yep. We've tried.
So there's 1, 2, 3. 3 doors left? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I can't see the entire room.
About 3 doors down.
All right. Pick
What
one.
about this door here?
Yeah, there's a door there.
I check it for traps.
Investigation, and we'll go ahead and say that whole debacle of you wandering about and whatnot would have probably been about 30 or so minutes, in addition to the 11 minutes and the 10 minutes for the casting of the ritual. I'm assuming that you're going to cast the ritual again at some point during that long debacle, so we'll just say it's up. Right?
Like I said, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off.
Yep. We'll say it's currently active at this stage. And sorry, bear with me here. You're opening this door.
Kablam!
Oh, I got real close.
Opens into a hallway.
No,
Why
it's
are
a
we
great
going
hallway.
backwards?
Ooh, I don't. Are
Why
we?
not? Well, we said we were going north. Why are we going like towards the south now?
You want to go through the other door instead?
Yep.
This one here?
I like that idea better.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, let's check that door.
Give me an investigation check. All right.
Oh, I
So you
love that check.
spend a couple of minutes checking this one out too. And yeah, sure enough, this one doesn't appear to be trapped either. I'd say with the 2 investigations, checking for traps, focusing in on it, yeah, a couple more minutes and we'll have you roll. Or have you take some more damage. But yeah, there's
Okay.
a hallway.
Oh, this looks
Seems to
promising.
head diagonally.
Perfect. Let's just go and checking for traps as you think is appropriate for me to roll.
Sure. We'll go ahead and say once you get to the door and check it for traps as well, go ahead and roll me 2 more investigation checks. But at that point, you'll take this 2d6.
2d6?
Just the poison.
Okay, I thought it was a trap
He's
damage.
being cautious, and so half of it would be 4, so take 4 damage. And then you guys get to that door. Neither the passageway nor the door have traps. The door opens up to yet another hallway, switching back. This one's very narrow, heading south.
Okay, so there's a door here, and you said there's no traps on this door?
Correct. Yeah, you open it just fine.
Okie doke, and it's a narrow passageway heading back. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Maybe it doesn't go all the way back.
Well, it's very twisty-turny.
Where'd you go? You're gone already. You went through the door.
Through the door, and then there's only one way.
Holy moly, this is like a murder.
It is a
hole.
very narrow passage, to be sure. At the end of the way, there's a door to the east.
Okay, so I'll check this door.
Give it to me.
Cha-ching.
Oh my gosh, you're hot.
You are 100% sure that this door has no traps. And you open it.
Yeah, definitely.
In the center
Sorry.
of the room is a withered tree that looks like a leafless willow rooted in a terraced depression. The bottom of this hollow is filled with oily water a few inches deep. Across the room, beyond the dead tree, is another door. Around the sides of the room, a 5-foot wide ledge encircles the tree. The walls of the room are beaded with condensation. The tree
This is super cool.
looks like this.
Yeah, now that's not
Ooh.
cool, is it?
Oh
Looks
god,
very
No, that
nice.
is not cool. That's
that's
gross.
very cool.
That's
That's
something
right up
Esla
my.
likes.
That's right on my alley.
No, we're gonna go
Yeah, it's
over,
right up
over in
my
the
alley.
corner.
Yeah,
We don't
no.
like this.
This is my specialty. If it's a tree, let me check it out.
It doesn't
I
seem
don't think
to
it's a
be
tree.
a happy
combine
tree.
our
Eldritch
knowledge.
horror.
We'll
It is
combine our
Eldritch
knowledge.
horror.
It's an eldritch horror. I can't even see it very well. Oh, now I can.
Cthulhu.
Okay. So you bear with me here for a second.
Come on, Eslo. This is us. We got this.
Yeah.
Tree and tentacles. Tentacle tree.
Combine. Form
gonna-
of tree. Shape
We're gonna
of
each-
tentacles.
Right. I'll be a
one of them has to be a bucket. One of them has to
pail
be
of water.
Right.
And the monkey that would carry it around, you know?
Gleep.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys enter the room and kind of like look at this thing, I'm going to go ahead and start it off fun.
All right. Start off. Multi-attack.
What the
No!
what? What is it?
The
I'm
polyp.
going to snap at Farron, Eslo, Shadow, and the is the little guy in your pocket or is he floating around?
Oh, he's like floating around with me.
Him too. So
Oh,
one attack against each.
The little guy.
These attacks, because of the nature of the attacks, will have advantage. Yes, you see the tree, but they're not coming from the tree. They snap up from the water, much like the tentacles from that crazy creature in Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Hmm.
Sweet Jesus.
And we'll snap at you and grab you towards, and kind of, you'll see. Attacks.
Attacks.
Okay, starting with Farron. That'll
Ouch.
hit
Oh my word.
It's going to hurt.
against Eslo,
Oh,
against the little guy.
Got
oh.
him. It's going to get everybody.
Against
Ooh.
Cat. Every one of you make a DC 15, please.
DC 15 what?
Oh, no, sorry. Scratch that. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. So you are grappled. And the polyp can use the same tendril on another target. Can't use the same tendril on another target. So its 4 tendrils are currently occupied.
Temple of
We've got it.
Temachan. More like
It'll
Temple of
use
Grappling.
real.
We've got it right where we want it.
More like the Temple of Tendrils. Temple of Tentacles. Hentai Temple.
So I'm going to pull
Hentai temple.
each
It
single
is.
one of you 25 feet.
Ooh, we're going to be right up
Help.
crazy. It's going to be like hugging us. Oh, this is nature. It loves us.
Bunda says, "This is why I stick to steel."
You don't like getting hit by polyps? Tendrils?
Like so.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it.
And I'm gonna-
Initiative, I'm guessing.
so 4 tendril attacks, uses real, which pulls you in and makes 1 bite attack. This all is happening at once, so the bite attack will also have it doesn't really need it. I'm gonna bite the shit out of who is the tastiest looking morsel. Probably be Farron. He's the biggest. I'm gonna bite Farron. So
right.
advantage. Bam. 14 hits. No,
30.
probably not.
Oh
No, that misses. Thank goodness.
Cool.
Jesus Murphy.
We got to get the hell out of here, guys.
Bunda.
Initiative.
Instead of Tropical Thunder, Tropical Bunda.
Tropical Bunder.
See what you did.
Nice.
I like what you did. I'm good with that. So why'd you roll twice on the initiative, Tom?
One for Sten.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, that works out. Okay, so as mentioned, if you are currently tendrilled, you have disadvantage on strength checks or strength saving throws. So if you're trying to break the grapple, that DC 15, you're making it with disadvantage.
Ooh.
And you can do athletics on that. If you want to try acrobatics, you wouldn't have disadvantage on that one.
Can you still make like? Could I make a claw attack during my?
Yeah, you're just grappled and restrained. Restrained means you can't move. Let me double check. Let me double check. I forget what restrained says. I think it actually says you can't do shit. It's been a while.
You can't do shit.
Restrained. A restrained creature speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So you'd have disadvantage with your attack rolls, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and order this shit up.
Anybody
Fair.
got lightning bolts? Do it now.
No.
Because you guys are all attached to the thing that's in the water. Yeah, it's a good idea.
I mean, if you really want me to, yeah, sure, I'll kill you
I don't
all.
know why people think like lightning bolts hurt fleshy creatures that are plants. Have you ever
You know
fought
what
a
I could
shambling
do?
ground?
I could just walk all the way around and leave through the door. Because all the tendrils are attached to you guys.
Yeah, that's totally an option. You want to dash to the other door?
You would suck, but go ahead.
What are you doing?
It's not me.
Is it my
Fair.
turn?
Fair.
All
What are
right.
you doing?
I have a question here. If I were to thunder wave this thing, does it look like the ceiling would fall in? Because when we were way low in the lower end of this dungeon, it was like the ceiling looked kind of like everything was going to fall down. But
This one, not so much.
all right, I'm going to thunder wave directly at it, and I'm wondering if that will push me away from it.
We shall see. Go ahead and cast your spell.
I'm going to try to direct it toward the tendrils that are holding all of us. So hopefully it can break some of us loose, That's my plan,
Okay.
You're
not, but you are directing at it though, right? Not
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
Okay.
It in front of me, and then kind of down and away and maybe hitting the tendrils.
I get what you're saying.
I'm
Go ahead
hoping.
and cast your spell.
If I have any way of doing that. Just level 1. Well, wow.
You have a level 1, a level 2, and a level 3. So
I used my level 2 already, so now I have a
so
level
just a
1
level
and a level 3. All right, I'll go ahead and use a level 3 and try to knock some of us you loose, guys. Just do it all. What the heck? Go big or go home. Something's going on. It's like not doing it. All right.
DC 16 con saving throw. It fails. So it'll take 12. And
I'm totally going to use
Thunder
heat metal on it.
Heat metal, isn't it? Like all
and
flesh.
it will
Why
be
is it?
pushed 10. 10. 20
Does it
feet.
drop us?
No.
Okay, that was a waste, guys.
The tendrils are still attached to you. It seems like once it exits the water, the bottom half of it seems to be this just mass of roots, and the 4 that are like still kind of plunged in the water and up arcing connecting to you are kind of still connected to it. You're pretty certain that it could probably just reel you right back in if it's so pleased. You're basically certain that those things are about 50 feet long at their fullest extension.
Kill it.
Wow. All right, that's all I can do.
Well done for blocking the doorway, guys.
All right.
Oh, we're
It'll
blocking the
go
doorway
to
now. Sorry about that.
Eslo.
All right, I'm gonna start speaking deep speech just for thematic reasons, and I'll say to it. I probably doesn't even understand. But I'll say, "You have tentacles, but I have tentacles of my own," and I'll
Wait,
and
hold on.
wiry tentacles from my finger and try to latch onto it with my. Actually, this is gonna be my puppet spell. I'm gonna get it to try and maybe I can try to get it to drop us.
Nice.
Very nice.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Before you do that, Farron, you said you were kind of directing it down at your tendrils and specifically because again, they're all kind of coming up from different spots. But for yours directly, like down into it, I'll allow that. Yours will actually have snapped and you'll fall 5 feet into the water.
I'll allow it.
Fair enough. But because you kind of said you were pointing it directly down at yours.
Well, I was trying to get it to break as many of them as possible.
1 is the number.
That's the loneliest number.
Agreed. Yeah, because again, you'd have to kind of direct it into a point where, cube-wise, it would be kind of possibly attacking Eslo or the cat. There's no real way that you. Anyways, point is, you killed the one on you. You're in the water. It's not that deep. Maybe about 3.5 feet deep. So you're kind of up to your waist in the water. Okay, and then you cast Puppet.
Yeah.
Can't save.
What's your DC?
That's a good spell.
15.
Best first level spell.
That'll fail.
So my things will latch onto it, and I'll force it to release us.
Fail save, the target must move. In addition, you can cause the drop whatever it's holding. Okay, drop. You guys fall 5 feet into the water.
Nice job.
Okay, and that was your action. So I'd say you still have move. To move in the water because of its depth, it's not just difficult terrain. It's +1 more. So it'll cost you 15 feet of movement to move 1 square in the water.
So I'll move 2 squares back then.
Okay.
And then I'll just kind of say in common, be like, I don't know how long I can hold it. Strike now. As I try to keep my tendrils on it.
All right.
Go, Joe.
It would be Joe.
Yeah, he's not.
All right.
Oh, so I guess I have to do it. It's in roll 20 though, weirdly enough.
Is he muted or is he just not in there?
No, he's just not in Discord. But he's in roll 20.
We'll just put it to a vote if you guys want to have Tom take care of Stenin to move it along.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
If you get in range, he'll smash him with a hammer. If you can't, he'll probably use a Sacred Flame.
No, because you'd have to go through the water, so he's going to move up to here, the corner, and Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Okay. Fail. All right. It'll go to it. Well, I had to drop all my fun toys, so I'll snatch those back up real quick. This is against the... Was that Joe?
I think it might be.
That's Joe.
I'm alive.
So he just took your turn for you because the water is like triple movement. So he said you moved up and cast Sacred Flame. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes,
So
sir.
just put yourself... Yep, there you go. And Tendril, the first one would be against the little floaty guy. Does that catch him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The second one would be against Eslo. That'll miss, I think. 12?
Yeah, it just misses.
Okay. Farron, 20 will hit.
Yep.
Welcome back to the party. And 27 on Shadow. Real.
Bloop.
You are mine.
Right where I want to be.
Okay.
Not really.
And you notice that the one that got like kind of battered and broken with the thunder wave, another one kind of snapped up near it and snapped out at you and grabbed you. Looks like the tendrils underneath it are kind of ready to spring, but it seems only able to focus on like 4 at a time. And then it'll go ahead and bite. I will take that bite action against Farron. I do have advantage because you are restrained.
All right.
18 hits.
Yep.
Oh wait, that's not the right attack. Sorry.
Tendrils.
It would have been an 18 either way. So just take this damage. 17 hits too, right?
No.
Well, the 18 hit on the first attack. They both have the same bonus, so take the 18.
18 damage? Ouch. That hurts. I'm not down, though.
Basically, the top portion of it, you can see the top portion of it seems to be kind of hiding away this nasty-looking lamprey mouth. that's now kind of just bit into your shoulder. All right, and it will move. It is now horizontal on the back wall. It's like weird tendrils are actually spidering and snaking up the wall, and it's about 5 feet off the ground. It's still holding you out in front of it with its tendrils, though. All right. That is it. Shadow, you are up. You are restrained.
So I have this sword that I found that appears to be magical, but I didn't know the specific properties of it or bonuses. So I've just been rolling, and then Jason had been adding anything onto it.
Okay.
So I wanted to do that. You know what I'm talking about?
I might. Okay. So go ahead, and the attack is made with disadvantage. Okay. So as you swing at it, you feel like you've got a true strike, but the tendril kind of wraps around your elbow and pulls your arm back, and the blade kind of just dances off of its very, very solid surface. It's like taking a piece of metal or sword to an actual tree. It does little to nothing.
Could I use then a claw attack?
As a bonus action? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about sneak attack?
Well, it didn't hit, right?
It did not hit.
Well, I thought you meant it just like did little damage.
No, it did not hit. He had disadvantage for the attack.
What, with an 18?
Yeah, he missed.
Dang.
And keep in mind that you added a bonus to it as well?
Yeah, you still miss.
Wow. Okay.
And you miss some more. You basically are swinging up a tree, and you put some, like, just for flavor's effect, you put some scratches on it, but that doesn't seem to take any effect to the tree.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Fire.
Kill it with fire.
Holy fire!
Thunder.
Yeah,
It's
Bundamush
usually the answer to most things, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Bundamush to the other corner of the staircase, and then looks at Sten and they go, Fusion Paw! And make the best cleric.
He's just like a John Henry looking motherfucker with a big burly white beard. He's still bald because fuck that hair shit. And yeah, he's actually like as tall as Sten, but as wide as Bunder. Perfect.
And he's got like the best equipment, but also the best damage.
Oh,
And his name
no.
was John Cena.
Oh, I quit.
God, that damage is shit.
Okay. Let me go ahead and try and beat it. Certainly not.
At least you're not Corky, because Corky always passes my DC saves on the number, which is really annoying.
It's fine by me. Goes to Farron. You are restrained, of course.
Yep. I'm gonna have to check out, guys. I'm almost dead. You'll see that I got blood coming out from every orifice, even ones he didn't bite. So it's
You're
like,
going to say even ones you didn't know about.
yeah, those two. Yeah, I'm really hurt. If he bites me again, I might just die outright. So I'm going to have to wild shape as my action into a small spider and crawl up his, like, the backside of his little tentacle thing. So hopefully he doesn't have much feeling in him. And I'm going to just move as fast as I can away from there. But I'll pretty much be on him next turn. So
to be sure, you have options. You do have functions to wild shape still. You didn't use all of yours?
No. This is my second and final wild shape.
Okay. So just use the token that you have and just kind of place it on top of him.
All right.
I'll basically say it doesn't seem to kind of notice from what you can insight from a tree. It doesn't seem to kind of notice your presence.
Right. It's like I just disappeared. Hopefully. All right. I'll grab Spider, the small. I can grab and pull this over here, right?
Do me a favor, though. Make a nature check.
No, I guess I can't.
It's not a tree.
It's something else. All right. Hang on. I just pulled the spider up and now. All right. Nature check. Let's see. I got one of those. See what it does.
Yeah, you're really skilled in nature. You would notice the things that it basically has that serve as eyes for it. They're kind of close to the lamprey top because it does have sight. Do notice the change. Do watch you kind of run up its length. So you're pretty sure that it's aware of you, but you're pretty sure that it's not terribly concerned by you. Because if it had been, it probably would have gotten an opportunity attack for you moving into its square, but it didn't take it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
All right, that's it for you, Eslo.
All right, let's just
The unrestrained.
start trying to blast him. I'll use another spell slot.
I mean, you're our DPS. Kill it.
I'll put a hex on him, and then we'll fire off a couple Eldritch Blasts because I don't want to get too close. Bam. Bam.
Kill it with Eldritch Fire and Holy Fire.
Do both of those hit?
Both hit, yeah. So 7, 16, 23. Okay.
Plus 30, because my hex.
You mean plus 7?
Yeah, you said 23 plus 7.
Yeah, don't say plus 30. That's incorrect.
Sorry,
Math
30 total. There you go.
That seems to wound it quite well. It starts to kind of bleed this sickening kind of green sap. If you've ever seen Troll 2, you get what I'm talking about. But yeah, it definitely looks like it wounded it quite well.
Yeah, thumbs up. And I have some movement just to make sure I don't get out of range for Eldritch Blasting. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just do a little bit of movement and hide behind this guy.
Hey! Oh, Eslo!
All right,
That's
I'm
a
good.
spider.
Joe moves in. Stenin says, Sacred Flame. Also, keep in mind that the friends of yours are actually about 10 feet off the ground because the creature's kind of elevated. Sacred Flame it is.
You suck at those rolls.
I'm rolling with a -1. What do you want from me?
It's a tree.
I mean, it's a damn tree. All right. Anything else there, Joe or Burkirk? I'll presume no. All right. Hearts. Tendrils. I want Eslo. Give me Eslo. I'm going to go ahead and start with him. Whoosh, nope. And I can have
I'm definitely 50
Bunder.
feet away from you.
Oh, give me Bunder. I get
How
Bunder
dare
now.
you use me as a shield?
And Stenin? Nope.
I could use my last level 2 spell to shield and not get grappled by this.
That's a good idea.
Do you want to?
It bites bad.
It's a level 2 shield that a level 2 spell we need for healing.
No, he's gonna reel you in, and then you can hit him with your hammer. That's what you want.
I only do crits, and I'll have disadvantage, so I won't hit at all.
I believe in you.
Sure, reel me in. Whatever.
Cool.
Oh, you talked him into it. Holy crap.
Just as
No, I just thought I can still Sacred Flame it while I'm next to it.
So it's
So
kind
I
of
don't care.
hanging you out above the water, probably about 5 feet above the water. Once it gets you to that point, it just drops you in it,
Okay.
and it looks like its tendril kind of snaps. Actually, it'd probably just stay out. It's going to hold on to you. I'm dumb. Yeah, it holds on to you. I see why I wanted to, but I don't want to. I changed my mind. I'm going to let it do that. It looks like it's going to drop you. Then it doesn't. All right, then I'm going to reel this little guy in too. And I will make an attack against Shadow. Bite attack. Roar, take 21,
No.
so half
That's
is
good.
11.
Yep.
Well, luckily, you can do half.
All right.
Ouch.
You must be close to dropping.
Shadow,
I'm
you're
not
up.
doing that great.
He's also bleeding.
Yep. So, fuck. So to get out of this, you said it's a strength check.
So it's a strength check, or it's a grapple. So you can go through the normal methods: strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
They both have disadvantage though. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, we're gonna attack it.
You'll have disadvantage on the attack, of course. So swing.
That's why you should use a dex save cantrip, and it doesn't matter.
Go ahead and
yourself?
Let's see.
Why are you hitting
You
yourself?
You kind of draw the short sword up still with the tendril on your arm and try and get it into your other hand. And as you drop it to like grab it so you can stab with that free arm, you drop the blade. It falls 10 feet. It clangs on the stone beneath you.
Okay, claws.
And you growl and swing with your claw. Go. You drop your claw.
Yeah, your hand falls off.
Disadvantage. You tear into the bark of it, tearing a fierce amount of bark away, but it doesn't look like you actually got into wounding it. So you hit it against its natural armor. Had you not had disadvantage, it would have totally hit.
Right.
All right, Bunder.
Bunder's just like, oh yeah, thanks for bringing me closer, you brute.
Sacred Flame. Finally doing some rolls there. And I still can't.
How'd you like holy fire?
I don't like it. It replies back.
It's like, what the?
In earnest. I'm not terribly cool with this. All right. Farron.
All right. I will. Can I climb off of it onto the wall?
Yeah.
All right.
Going up or around?
I want to go closer. I want to go this direction, so I can move 20 feet. I'll go like right. I'll say if I can go all the way around there, I'll go all the way around there.
So stop.
Yeah.
It's actually going to take a swap at you with its teeth. Just going to bite you.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Does a 14 hit your spider AC?
Probably. Let me see here. I'm going to be unconscious probably if this works. Let's see. Let's hope this spider. I turned it. Let's see if I can look it up here. Spider is
probably like a 12 or a 13.
AC of 12. Yep. 12. Got me.
Okay. Yeah. It just kind of like as you kind of crawl away, it snaps at your position, kind of having trailed you with its eyes. You didn't really try to lose it or hide or anything. You revert to Farron-sized form and fall to the ground, bleeding on the floor.
All right. Now the extra damage carries over, right?
Sure does. So this should put you at 0.
Damage did he do?
25.
I was at 5, so I'm at 6, 19, negative 19.
Yeah, it's not enough to. What's your maximum hit points?
38, I believe.
That's enough to kill you outright, so you'll be at 0.
All
and
right.
You wouldn't have fallen that far because you were trying to crawl away and down and away, so you just hit the ground. A slab of giant man bleeding. Okay.
Right.
Had you tried to hide, the story would be different. Eslo.
I gotta zip him with my zaps before he puts everyone
Need a
else down.
pew lasers.
Zip my zaps.
No.
Miss.
No.
You fire 2 bolts, and they kind of like splinter a bunch of bark away from it, which kind of flies up into your beholder's like eye, and it starts blinking heavily, and it looks back at you with all of its eye stalks. It's so mad right now. Like you're getting the telepathic sensation of you asshole. Stenin. Sacred Flame, or you coming in? You coming in? Oh, cool. All right. Farron gets 7 hit points back. I believe that'd be right. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And then step in. It's just so you know, it's actually elevated about 5 feet off the ground, and it's planted its trunk, its main bottom portion, against the back wall. So it's actually kind of leaning out over the stairs. Okay, that'll hit. And then the greatest tradition of all time, that hits quite well. Very, very, very good damage. It does not kill it, but it seems like it's barely hanging on to the back wall. In the tradition of hilarity, you chatted that bitch. 21 hit points remaining, 20 hit points down. Do you have anything that adds to it besides that I'm missing? Nothing? All right. Wait, what? Do you really have
Did he add the bonus? Is the bonus added?
It's in there. It's automatically included. You already used your bonus action. Sorry, my friend. Had you not, perhaps. So it'll go. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure that this is my new biggest threat. I'm gonna
Literally.
Yeah,
He's the biggest.
Real talk. I'm gonna tendril attack at Stenin. He's got 20 AC, right?
Yup.
I'm gonna tendril attack at Stenin. That'll get him. I snatch him up, and then once I have him, I'm gonna bite at him. This attack will have advantage. So 23 hits for 20 damage.
Ooh, that's
And I
Come
believe
on, Bunder, we need you.
I believe I just chatted him. Turn of. Oh no, he's got heavy armor mastery. That's right. Yeah. I knew before you clicked it. I was my brain. It's been a while since I've seen the Stenin, sir.
Well, if Shadow doesn't kill it, I will.
All right. So Shadow, you are up. Your blade's on the ground beneath you, and you're still locked inside of its grasp.
So we're gonna do 2 claws attacks then, okay?
Sure.
Actually, I have a. No, I can't. I guess I can't reach for a dagger, or can I?
All out.
So this dagger also I picked up along the way, and it seems to be magical. I don't know the
Dude, how many
specific-
magic items did he give you? Jesus.
So it seems like I have a rusty dagger and a funky
I know
short
what the
sword.
I know what the rusty dagger does. It's not. Yeah, I know what it does. I like that item too.
Which means it's probably cursed if John likes it.
yeah.
No. It's not. I promise.
So that's with any bonus, without any bonus, is
Yeah, it misses.
really? Wow.
It's not that kind of magic.
Oh fuck.
It's
If I remember.
magic.
If I remember correctly, let me double check. Hold on.
Don't worry, everybody goes before it does.
Oh no, yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is that kind of magic.
So what
that'll
happens?
hit. Yeah, you hit it and stab it, and it dies, and you fall. Make an acrobatics check, and your little eye
Happily.
just kind of
Happily.
doesn't die. Yeah, you make it, and it falls, slumped a big old fucking tree in front of the door that you wanted to be in.
Well, we're gonna have to move it.
I can heal us all, but it'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's search the pool too. Thank you for healing me. Does anybody need a potion?
If we're going to spend time in this,
Senin just borrowed a potion from Shadow.
if we're going to be spending time in this room, I
Yeah.
will cast the 10-minute healing spell.
Please do.
All right, please do. Yeah, we're all
And-
hurting.
And if we're spending time, I want to dissect the tree.
Sure. With the amount of the time of the fight and you guys wandering here, it's only been about 3 or 4 minutes since the last time you hour marked. So in addition, adding the prayer of healing, it's another 10 minutes.
Yeah, everyone gains 13 back.
Thank you.
I'm at practically full.
Okay. All right. So treated. You said you're dissecting
Well,
it?
we just need to get out of the way of that thing that it says blocking a door, right?
Yeah. He said he's dissecting it. I think he's
Yeah.
While I'm casting.
Yeah, like I want to
hack it to shit and get out of the way.
Can we search that pool while he's casting the spell?
pool's empty. It's got some old like roots and such from it, but the dissection actually goes pretty well. You manage to find its guts by pulling at its throat and kind of tearing its innards out through its mouth.
Yeah.
Inside its stomach, you can hear bobbles if you open that up inside, pouring the acid out onto the floor. Stomach acid, so it's not like burning you or anything. It's just nasty.
Yeah.
12 pieces of blue jasper, each one worth 10 gold pieces apiece. A silvery rod. You're pretty sure that it's not silver, though. You're pretty certain that it's copper and nickel. Make an
Would've
arcana
been-
check.
Would have been funny if it was an immovable rod.
Yeah, we might have found one of those. We found a granite rod, but we never figured out what it was.
Yeah, it's a copper nickel alloy. You think the metal is called electrum?
Electrum rod.
Did you say that was 12 pieces of blue glass?
Blue
Oh, sorry.
jasper.
Copper
Blue
nickel.
jasper.
Copper nickel is not electrum. Electrum is gold and silver. My brain's dumb.
The Jasper's worth 10 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Each.
10 gold pieces each.
Yeah, 12 total.
Alrighty, cool.
But no like remains of like any like thing looking remotely humanoid or bestial. It's all mostly
Mm-mm.
just dissolved, probably digested.
Yep.
Okay.
A strange rod, and the jasper. That's it.
All right, I'm gonna take a potion too because I'm still hurt.
Yep. And if you're doing that, the dissection would take about 10 minutes as well. So you guys are doing it at the same time, obviously. And then after that, if your attempt is to try and move the tree so that you can get past it to the door, that'll take another 10 minutes. So that would put
He's
you.
just hacked it up.
He hacked its guts out. Like, it's not like he's put it into pieces. He just pulled the stomach out through its mouth.
But while he's pulling the stomach out of its mouth, surely Stenning can rip and move it out of the way while I'm healing.
So,
Farron.
to be short, if that's the case, that's fine. If you're working together as a team, the healing prayer, and if Farron and Stennin are working together to pull the thing, it's going to take at least 2 people to drag it. And Ezlo's obviously not helping with that. He's got the guts and he's playing with them. So if like Shadow, Stennin, and Farron, all 3 just kind of move it while your prayer of healing and Ezlo's dissecting, 10 minutes, perfectly fine. So we're still about 14 minutes into this new hour after that's all said and done. Okay?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And obviously, another thing I need to point out too is there's a certain planning element involved. So for those things in the future, just say, I want this to happen, and do it like right off, so like I don't get any confusion in my head like we did.
Okay.
Tell me what you're doing, and we'll do it, so I don't sound like an asshole. Like I feel like I sound like.
Check the door.
Actually, it's 9 o'clock. I'm not Jason. I can't run till fucking 4 in the morning or whenever that kid runs till. I'm not that cool. Sorry. What we will do though is stop here for the night. Make sure that I give you the proper experience. You defeated a Zulunin, so.
Why?
Did we get experience for last session?
Did we? I don't remember.
He did. He gave us experience.
Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be given out pretty much when you you win it.
No!
It was 450 from last time. He said that in the Facebook chat.
Yeah, I was like 50 points away from leveling.
The only thing that you successfully defeated in this entire bit was the Zillinen, so 360 experience for that.
Successfully defeat you, bro.
I love you. I'm sorry I'm not as young as I used to be. I got to keep all my energy up for fucking Gen Con. BT Dub, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, I got to go kill it on the other computer. Hold on.
What was
I
it?
get to level.
360.